butts.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for session one, not zero, of Return to Riley, a die RPG actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG podcast. To find all sessions of the game, please visit happyjacks.org/return to Riley, spelled Raelis. And to find all shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Lloyd. I'll be your GM for today, and I'm joined by four fabulous people who will be playing various roles of fun and excitement. And I shall go through them starting from Noir.
Hey, that's me, and I totally wasn't muted. Hi, everybody. I'm Noir. I go by he, they. So does my character, who's Nathan. Oh, so I thought you said something. My character Nathan, and I'm excited to play with y'all. I've been hearing a lot about this game. I've been geeked to play.
Then Sam.
Hey, I'm Sam DeLev. I'm a role-playing performer, variety streamer, and science communicator, but today I will be playing Tristan.
Then Vixie.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell. I'm just your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table, and today I am playing Miranda on this die ttrpg. I'm super excited to play this game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And finally, and not because I forgot his real name, I froze it again. What the heck? My brain just went dead.
It's Jason. Yeah, that's okay. I do that all the time. My name's Jason. I'm playing Tanner, also he, him. And we're doing stuff.
Please be advised that this game will cause quite a lot of bleed between ourselves, our personas, and our paragons. We'll be keeping a set of safety tools from the X card to hands to the make it darker button, and also lines and veils. But with that out of the way, I believe we're just about to start. So, hi everyone, how y'all doing?
Great.
Great.
All right, so we're going right into it because you know what? The people who are watching don't want to hear me raffle about nonsense, and people who are listening have better things to do and are probably going to watch at the same time. So let's get to it. First things first. Everyone has their character sheets already assigned before we start, but in the game, I'll be introducing your characters, your character sheets. That's one. Two, everyone's going over the lines and veils. Everyone's sure what's going on with that. Everyone's comfortable. Fantastic. Three, although I'll be rolling in roll 20, because there's no visual maps, there will be no maps and stuff like that. So a lot of things I'll be describing will be dear to the mind, and I may not be perfectly clear in all locations, but we'll work it out when we can. And four, due to the way the game works, I have a physical showing as to when I'm talking or when Francis, the master, is talking. And that is me putting my hand out like this. This is me going, this is Lloyd talking. And it's only going to come up when I have to like distinguish. I'm not going to always have my hand out there because like the audience can't hear that. But for you lot, I don't have my hand out yet, just so you know the differences, so we know it's out. After a while, it'll become more natural, and I'll just keep my hand down, and you'll know it's me and not Francis. And it should be fine. We will start by doing a Zoom call of all ourselves coming together online. So after the whole thing, we're like, is it on? Hello, can you hear me? That nonsense. Most of us haven't spoken to each other since the last time we got together. And we all know where that's going because you all have your backgrounds. So I'm going to wish you luck. I say we check one more time. Is everyone okay? Cool. So first things first, Jason, who are you playing as? And then there's a quick summary so the audience knows before we go into the Zoom call.
Tanner Harrington-Coates, the failed Olympian neighborhood lawyer, and will be the Godbinder in Return to Raelis.
All right, and then Tristan. Sam, I'm already bleeding.
We've made the master bleed. I'm playing Tristan. They were a successful Paralympian, but now, like so many retired athletes, doing not anything terribly notable in data science in a strip mall. They'll be playing the fool.
Next up, Vixie.
I will be playing Miranda. She is ex-Air Force turned illustrator. It is we'll be playing the Emotion Knight.
And finally, Noir.
I am Nathan Freeman, a successful hedge fund manager of a top three investment firm, and I'll be playing the Dictator.
And I, as the master, am Francis Harrington-Coates. I am the GM of the previous game, and I am the master of this game. And with that in mind, shall we start our Zoom call?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, almost forgot. There's one more question I have to ask. There was one more statement we didn't do during the session one that I completely forgot to ask because I forgot and it was my fault and we ran out of time. And it's very simple. It is the question of when you received the message from Francis that they were getting the gang back together, you initially weren't going to come. What changed your mind?
I think I let Francis talk me into it.
I think I asked Francis if Miranda was going to be there, and he said, "Yeah," and I was like, "No, okay, that's fine. She can have it." But then Francis, maybe a little fib, said, "Well, she also asked if you were going to be there," and I was like, "Oh, well." So it doesn't matter if that's true or not, but that's why Tanner's here.
Honestly, Tristan's just kind of curious why Francis would want to play with this group again.
There is a boss battle that we need to have a redo of because it didn't go right the first time. So we're gonna do it again, right, Francis? The right way? The right way? We should do it again. Just for old time's sakes. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
I'll put it in.
Yeah, thanks. Cool. I'll be there then.
Speed running
Sure.
that hands check.
Are we sure that Nathan wasn't the one that orchestrated this whole thing?
I'm paid for pizza.
We can never be sure. That's the problem.
All right. We're now going to go into the Zoom call. I will already be in the room waiting for everyone because I'm a punctual person, unlike myself in real life. And that's where we're going to start from. So 3, 2, 1, go.
You're all muted. And you're all mute. Oh goodness.
Hello.
Now, I can hear you. You
Oh,
must
all
have turned
right.
the mute off. That's
Hey,
there we
Nathan.
go.
Sorry, it
Hey,
took me a minute. I'm still not used to technology these days.
that's no. It takes a while.
I like paper. Paper's funny. Paper's easy.
Francis, you want me to come help you with your mic?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's a time you should be muted, but that's okay.
Sorry. Hang on. Let me just push it down. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Miranda, how's it going?
Hi, Tristan. I'm doing great. Just finished the art for the last book I'm working on. Well, not like the last, but I should. Sorry.
Can
let
we
me
see it,
scoot
or is
over.
it under NDA?
Well, I can't talk too much about it. There is an NDA involved, but I'm really excited for it. It's a really nice children's book.
Well, if
Hey,
you get in
Miranda.
any trouble with that NDA, I know a good couple of lawyers, but I guess I don't have to tell you that.
No, you're the best, Nathan. I trust you.
Hey Miranda, how's it going? You
Oh,
right?
doing fine. Francis, it's good to see you. It's good to get the band back together.
I'm glad you turned up. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Uh, Thanks. I'm glad you talked me into this. Tanner?
Hey. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, good to see you.
Oh, yeah. No, good to see how you been. What have you been up to lately?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. In the city.
Hey, don't worry, you'll get something together, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I interrupted Tanner and Miranda. Please.
No, I said whatever.
Hey, why don't
It's fine.
why don't we just get started? I think it's probably a good idea. If
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fair for
Yeah.
everyone.
Cool.
Sounds
Yeah.
good plan to me.
All right. First up, everyone, thank you very much for coming down here. I know it's been like 20 years, but I'm really glad everyone's back. So thank you. I haven't really, I feel like I haven't really caught up with a lot of you. I mean, other than you, Tanner, because like work together, all that stuff like that. And also, but yeah, I just I wanted to I wanted to see if we could go back to a time where things may have been a bit different. And to see, well, according to Nathan, to see if maybe we could play things a little differently. And I need to finish Raelis, and I can't seem to finish Raelis without you four. So I thought I'd call you in for this. Now we're gonna do the whole thing in person. I had this whole idea that we're gonna rent out a cabin and everyone stay over, and it was gonna be really nice. And well, I was persuaded that that wouldn't be a good idea to have us all in person. And I didn't think this was gonna work, but apparently, even online, it still works. So we should be able to get this organized. Now, the first things first is, what do you all remember about Raelis and of the war and of the land of magic and mystery?
Whole wizard war, right? Like that was the thing?
Yes, it was part of the thing.
Hmm.
Do you remember what the plot was about? Do you remember what we were doing? No, remember the whole like, no, two forces fighting against each other for magic and power, blah, 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 blah. Do you remember what we did? Do you remember what we did it for? It helps. Like, I just tell you, I can just tell you, but I need you to tell me so we can build it together.
Francis, it was 20 years ago. You gotta cut us a break, okay?
I know. And I don't expect you to have like deep details or like a perfect memory of everything. But the more you remember, the better I can build.
Yeah, I mean, who would remember the arcane war with the wizards fighting against the sorcerers in a conspiracy that was all done by the Archmage to consolidate all the magic powers to themselves? I would not remember. I don't think about it ever.
Yeah, I
Well,
remember
hey,
there was
remembering if you, yeah.
All right.
remember there was that there was that big fight towards the end. I mean, that's the part that kind of sticks out to me. That oh shoot, I can't remember what it was about, but
You saved the day,
like
Tanner.
we
That's the
barely
one that-
survived something. I remember something about that. Like
You did save the day. That was that you're. If it wasn't for you, we would have probably TPK'd.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really like. I don't know. I don't remember. It doesn't seem
No,
right.
it is. It is.
Take the win, Tanner. Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to deflect or whatever. It's just like it does. I don't remember it that way.
Okay. So we don't remember much about how things going through. Well, most of us don't. So why don't I give us a little bit of primer? To
Oh
help us
wait!
out?
Wasn't there something about that like third party that was like goading the sorcerers and the wizards into fighting each other?
Yes.
Something.
Right. No, that's where the dragon riders were from. Because remember, there was the thing where I was on the dry and then I jumped off the dry and then I took like a bunch of
Oh,
fall
yeah.
damage, but also I did a bunch of damage because I was fall damage.
That was
or
pretty
something.
cool. That was pretty
That's a
cool.
cool ruling. I like
To
that.
be honest, I don't understand how fall damage works in that game, and I still don't. I'm pretty sure I should have killed you, but the rules said no.
It was cooler. Thank you.
You know what I remember is the quaint little village that we stopped at that had
Mhm.
those really cool health potions at that one apothecary. You know, the ones that did like max healing.
Right, there
Yes.
was a little pub. Tanner, didn't you do something
In fact,
Oh yeah, I think we like invented karaoke in the pub or something, right? Like,
Yeah. Spent the half a whole session
Okay.
doing that.
yeah, we did like a whole like sing along with the pub, and it was in rounds, and it was yeah. That was a good times.
Really advanced the plot with that one.
it was in Lonesome Village, and you spent 3 sessions inventing karaoke.
Yeah.
Okay, but one
Oh.
of those we did shop, so it wasn't all karaoke.
Shop episode.
Yes, the 5-minute long shop where everyone bought potions and then went back to doing karaoke because I said I wouldn't allow you to have a whole session of reinventing karaoke. So you spent 5 minutes shopping and then went back to it.
Well, I mean, the shopping took long because Nathan tried to steal something. That was
that?
The prices were unreasonable, and I was in barely, like, it was a low light area, so I should have kind of, but not important.
well. I guess what I mean is, it took a long time because Nathan got caught stealing. Is really what that was about.
Okay, okay. Could we focus on the longer plot? The one that I spent the entire time trying to explain to you.
Right.
The reason for the war, other than just the fact that the archmages wanted the wizards and the sorcerers to fight, and the dragon riders were the only things that may have been able to stop them.
Well, I have some of my old sketches and some of the more
Oh, do you?
recent ones that we've been talking about.
Oh wow, that's cool. I remember those being really cool.
Thanks. Anyway, I remember a lot of the villages that were caught up kind of in the crossfire of this conflict were heavily like some were destroyed, some were damaged. People were trying desperately to recover in between in the lulls in the conflict. And I know that, well, it bothered my character a lot. She really didn't like that because,
Hey, I wasn't trying to like make a now that I'm older and I understand what like lines and veils mean. I wasn't trying to make a whole huge point about that when that came in. It was just something that was on the side. But I'm really glad you remember some of the stuff I tried to put in there, Miranda. I mean, you've always been good at that.
I was really into the game. It was really fun.
Yeah, so was I.
So was I.
Yes, Nathan, I know you were too. Anyway, focusing up on the point. War of magic and mystery. Wizards, people who know the power. Sorcerers who inherit the power. Archmages dangling between the two of them, using powers unethical to bring the two to war. Villages being thrown apart and destroyed. Lands being ridden. And the only thing standing in the way of all 3 forces from destroying the world as we knew it were you 4. And that's what you were there for. You were there to be heroes. You were there to save the day, and you went through it. You negotiated, you tried your best to fix the world. It's just we didn't really finish. We kind of left it half. We didn't really save the world. We just sort of put it in some kind of like boring neutral stance where it stagnated. And no amount of my writing seems to be able to fix that. Do you know why the world stagnated?
Well, we defeated the Archmage and the corrupted dragons, but I don't think that we ever went about the political plot because some of us thought it was boring. But when you have a world that's fractured like that, sometimes you need the boring stuff like conversations and diplomacy and that sort of thing. But kicking
Well,
down the door,
Well,
that's
if
fun
I
too.
recall, there was also SATs, ACTs, college apps. I was training twice a day. So, yeah, I've there was a lot going on.
And honestly, thank you for spending your time with us when you could. I had a great time for most of it. But more importantly, I hope you all enjoyed it and you're looking forward to seeing the world that you left behind.
I mean,
Because
I
if we
see another
do,
dragon. That would be cool.
okay, I can't guarantee you're going to fight. I mean, I can guarantee that actually, but I can't guarantee it's going to go the same way. We're not playing by the same rules.
oh,
it definitely probably shouldn't go the same way,
So if the rules are different, are we just starting the campaign over, or we're picking up where we left off, or like what are you
Oh, yeah,
thinking,
what should we do with
Francis?
XP?
Yeah.
All right.
Was there some
So,
downtime?
okay, hold up. First up, how do you even know what downtime is? Not. Let me just do this. Due to us not having played the game for a while, I've accumulated your characters into a new system and a new set of things.
ooh, a new system.
Yeah, now it's going to be less complicated than the last one. For one thing, I'm not going to ask you to roll under your armor stat. You roll above your armor stat. It'll be nice and simple, I swear. It'll be way simple.
Thank you, because Thaco was killing me.
Well, Thaco was a thing that was great.
A
But
bad thing.
third edition by like
It's
halfway
just a
back.
mathematical formula. If you'd actually applied yourself, it probably would have been a lot easier.
Yeah, because at this table, I'm the one that didn't apply themselves. No, it's cool.
No, you contributed. Don't worry about it. Hey, no, I remember you did stuff. You did a whole bunch of cool social stuff.
Thank you.
So, with that in mind, I'm going to now send you all your character sheets. There should be a Google Drive. I'm posting it in the chat. We're sending it now. That's where your character sheets are. Take your time. I know it's Excel, but it's form fillable. And we won't be rolling on a VTT. Oh, Tana, that's a virtual tabletop. It's a thing that we do. We
Sure.
won't be. I already told Miranda about it. It's a thing that we're going to use. We're going to use physical dice. And I have them here. And this should work. Has everyone opened the sheets?
Hold
Got
on.
mine ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Now, there's a link to each one of you to your own separate sheet, and everything's done that you need. But this part, I need you to trust me, and you just need to understand that it's going to work that way, all right? Now, each of you, if everything is right, should somehow have a dice in front of you
Okay.
somewhere
Yeah.
on your table.
No
Right.
surprise here.
You gave me these pink ones, Francis. I have 'em.
Yes.
I got this really cool blue one.
Now, I need you to grab those dice that you have, and I'm going to transfer my dice on my side to you as you get that. Now, it's going to sound very weird, but it's part of the ritual for me to physically give you the dice, but that can't work. So when I transfer the dice to the camera, you just have to follow the ritual, and it should be fine. I know it's weird. It's not weirder than us trying to calculate how much health you have using 6 different derivative numbers, all right?
I can hear my abuela and my mom flipping out right now. This sounds like some non-Catholic thing, according to them.
I promise all the religion here is 100% not Christian.
Don't tell that to my abuela. She will have a heart attack.
I will remember not to. Nathan.
How's she doing, by the way?
She's still sick. But she's
So
all right.
these aren't going to change the inherent value of the die, right? I don't want to brag, but I've got a set made out of diamond. Like it's not gonna actually.
Of course you do, Nathan.
Nathan,
Wow.
why do you have a? It's not going to change the inherent set of value.
Okay, cool. But in that case, go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
That
Nathan,
is huge.
You know.
for being the person that brought us all together, and for being the one that brings us here today, I grant you the title of Dictator.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
will
right.
rule just look. Sorry, just tried to have a moment again, and never mind. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miranda,
Yeah.
for being the heart and the soul of the group, and also as a thank you for coming back again, I grant you the power of the Joy Knight.
Oh, I love that. I get to be all about joy and happiness.
Tristan, for just being goddamn cool, even no matter how the world works, I grant you the title of the Fool.
What a class name.
It's a class. It's not an insult. Honestly, just trust me. It's great. It's great. Trust me.
I've never not had fun at the table. You know what? Cool. Trust you.
Tana, for being the person my life revolves around, I grant you the title of the Godbinder.
Okay. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay. I grant myself the title of Master of this realm. And it's through me that we will experience the return to Riley once again. Now it's going to run a rule book. Okay, now I got to figure out what the numbers mean and then why this is here and what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
get snacks real quick.
Now? You want to break now? Okay, sure, I guess.
Out of character, Tanner sends a Zoom message that says, like, he's clearly trying to private message Miranda, but has sent it to General. And it says, Miranda, sorry if it's weird. I can head out if that's better. But puts it to everyone.
Okay.
Francis is gonna pretend it didn't see it. Like, not looking.
The response from Miranda is very frank. Are you telling this to everyone? Question mark.
Yeah, just replies, I didn't mean to. Sorry, everybody.
Just stay, Tanner. Sorry. That's the type. Just stay, Tanner is what the message said.
Okay.
Okay, I got chips.
Okay.
Francis, before we start, I just had a question.
Yes.
Just, I don't want to butcher any pronunciations. I used to think it was pronounced Raelis, but you're saying Raelis. Have I been saying it wrong all this time?
No, it's what you say. What did you call it again?
Raelis?
You know what? That's what it is now. Return to Raelis.
It totally was. Things are changing. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I
You
thought it was
know,
Raelis.
we're having revisions.
Raelis is fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Things are
I
supposed
just
to
wanna get
change
it
over
right.
time.
That's why I thought I'd ask.
It's absolutely fine. You're doing great. It was a good question to ask. Nothing's wrong. You've got it right.
Thanks, Francis.
Thank you. We're gonna get started. For what's about to happen, I hope it has an impact on all of you, as it will for me. I'm going to ask everyone to close their eyes.
Okay.
I know, don't peek, Nathan. With your eyes closed, hold on to your die.
Um,
Amongst the worlds that are created, amongst the places that we visited, amongst the universes that we inhabited, only one was generated for us. Only one place belongs to us. The world of Riley, the world of Raelis. A war of magic and mystery, constantly untold, left stagnant, that we will return to fix, return to heal, return to life. When I say return to Riley, please put your dice down and open your eyes. I beseech thee, die, for one more time. Let us return to Riley. Dice down, everyone, and open your eyes. So when you all open your eyes, you're no longer sitting by your computer table. At first, everything is dark for each of you, and you think there might be some kind of like blackout or something is wrong. Your chair feels harder, your situation feels differently, your bodies feel odd. You're not sure what the issue is or why, but you can't see very well. However, all four of you are in the same place. So go.
Either this is some really advanced tech that I have not gotten a hold of, or I don't
What the
have an
fuck is
or.
happening right now?
Knew it. I knew this was some kind of weird. My abuela was probably right, and my abuela's always right. Why do I not listen to my abuela?
Dang, the gummy just kicked y'all.
I knew you were playing stuff. You know what? Never mind.
Whoa.
Wait, did you give us all gummies? Because
No, why would I dose someone? That'd be so messed up. No, what? What?
I don't know. This is very odd.
Do we see Lloyd?
You don't see
I
me.
mean, Francis. Sorry.
No, you got it. You had your hand up. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't see me there. I am not in the room.
Okay. So.
And sorry, I was updating something for the stream. What is the surroundings we find ourselves in?
Currently, it's dark. You can only see each other. And there is a single candle that sits in the center.
That's why it's so dark. There's just one candle here.
All right, we gotta figure out what the fuck is going on here.
I don't think we're actually in Raelis.
I mean, I'm not at my computer anymore, so I don't know what's happening right now.
You've got to find a way to agree on what the name of this place is. That's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. Like, I know that this whole mystery thing is happening and we're in perhaps some alternate dimension, but we
Nathan,
gotta at least agree on the name of what
the
this place is.
pronunciation that important right now? We're just transported somewhere. Like, what the fuck?
I wonder what's up with this candle.
I mean, it's not scented.
The candle suddenly burns a lot brighter.
Oh,
And when it does, you see a hand reaching out. It's a dark hand reaching out. It's wearing a cloak that runs on back, and it reaches out towards the light. And as it does, it lets go of 4 dice onto the table: a D4, a D6, a D12, and a D8. And the voice goes, "You better hurry." You can feel around you the floor starting to rumble and shake. And the candlelight starts to brighten a little bit more and gives you illumination of the room. And you realize, for all intents and purposes, you are in a crypt.
Oh.
All right, everybody, grab your assigned dice.
Uh,
Yeah.
Grab the D4.
Who grabs the dice first?
Miranda.
No, no, go ahead.
Miranda and Nathan kind of went at the same time. But I'm willing
In
to
which
roll
case,
for it if you want.
You want to roll for it? I'll roll for it.
Roll these.
you're gonna roll just to see who picks up the dice? Come on, you can just decide this.
Have you met Nathan?
No, why not? The dice deciding is more fun.
Yes, I'm rolling the D6. You rolled the D6?
Okay, roll a d6.
All right,
All
let's
right,
go.
do it, I guess.
You have to roll your die.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
Oh my
All right, one more. Ah!
god! One more time.
I want to go
6.
home.
A 1. You
Yes!
got it. That's it. Fabulous.
Nathan, when you grab the die, you will transform into the dictator. What will you look like?
I think Nathan's imagination is a little stunted these days, so he is just in a spectacular 3-piece suit with an overcoat that's like slinging over him, with embellishments of silver and gold, and a silver tie with a black shirt, and a black coat with a velvet purple lining on the inside. Well, this isn't bad. I should talk to my tailor.
At the same time, Miranda, you grab a die. What do you look like when you transform into the Joy Knight?
As Miranda reaches for the die, you hear the clank of plate. And she realizes that she's in a full suit of armor. This is like good. This is good armor too. It's heavy plate. She has a helm on that has they don't actually have the wings because that's really impractical for actual battle. But there is an etching of wings across the just above the visor where the visor would go. And it's, even though she is femme presenting, the armor doesn't have boobs. It's an actual real breastplate that,
What?
won't under your sternum when you get hit with a weapon.
I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about boob breast size, but all
No
right.
boob armor? I'm out.
No, it's
Well,
like
not
physics
interesting.
happened or something. Anyway, so but yeah, so and she's at her side is actually no, it wouldn't be at her side, it's too long for that. On her back is a trident, as well as a shield.
As you two grab it and you transform, you can see on the wall, the crypt. So I gotta describe the crypt a little bit more now because I have it in my head and I realize it's probably the same for everyone else. It's not one of those like, oh, there's a whole bunch of like gravestones or like big stone graves. It's walls with holes in them.
Mhm.
And as the candle gets a bit brighter, so you can see the place a little bit more, you notice that the walls are starting to shift. Things are reaching through and pulling themselves out of the holes. Like one by one. Skeletal figures. Skeletal?
Skeletal. Gotcha.
Don't correct me.
Bone-
Pull themselves.
I'm sorry.
I like skeletical.
It's almost heretical to be so
Start
skeptical.
to pull themselves out of the wall. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. Start to pull
Fancy.
themselves out. They literally shift out and they start falling over.
Oh, I hate that. Hate that.
Well, you're the one in armor. Do something.
Well, what about the other two? You guys got to grab your die.
Yeah, I want the costume change. Yoink.
Tell us about your costume change, Tristan.
Sorry?
Tell me about your costume change, Tristan.
Oh, we are now extreme, like, we were made for someone's gaze. I don't know what gender of gaze, but there
All the
all
gays.
of the proper like Brienne of Tarth plate setup. This is actually how you fight. Nah, Tristan isn't that. Tristan's
no.
the other thing. Exposed skin.
Opposite.
There's a midriff. It's a good-looking midriff. We're cut. Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Mm.
So we have Red Sonja, but different.
I think Tanner has like backed away so quickly from the dice and everybody transforming is like bangs into a wall and is just panicking. There's a lot going on and he's not adjusted to the paradigm yet.
Okay.
So
In which case, the creatures continue to pile out. They haven't stopped. I don't mind. You can see in the darkness of the end of the candle, about 3 are making their way out, but you can see 3 more coming from the other side of the room. What would you like to do? What can you do?
I think now, like, once Tristan grabs their die, the military mind of Miranda goes to work. She is ex-Air Force. She draws her weapon and her shield, looks at Tanner and says, Tanner, if you don't grab that die, you're going to be in a world of trouble. We don't know what happens if we die here. Who knows if we'll even get back to our real world. Francis didn't explain that. Thanks, Francis. Anyway, so figure it out or you're getting left behind. And she runs towards the skeletons to do exactly what Nathan has stated and Hank.
In that case, I believe we're officially in combat mode, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can spin a die mechanics. Woo! So out of just for the sake of placing things, most of this is said in my voice, but imagine it like Francis is giving you the tutorial in your heads as you're moving along. The first thing you do at the beginning of every round is you decide who's on what initiative and how initiative works. You see what everyone's dex score is. Whoever's the highest goes first, and then it goes down. These enemies are the fallen. They are undead monstrosities, and they're coming for your booty. All of them have a dex of 2. Does anyone have less than 2 dex?
I think that's possible for us, yeah.
No, it ain't. And what that means is that all the players go first. Who has above 2 dex? That's one of 3. Do you have 4 or 5 or 3, Miranda?
3.
3. All right. And then between the both of you, you decide who goes first. After that, the other one goes, then everyone else goes. Your actions are entirely like they are in a normal RPG. You can move and you can do a thing. And then that decides how you want the thing to be. Hit thing, backflip on thing, rotate on thing, kick things butt, use powers. It's entirely up to you. A lot of these things that you have, you understand how they work as soon as you hold the die in your hand.
And these are our old characters too that we've played before, right?
Yes. Or at least an amalgamation of them. So you at least understand how the mechanic parts of them work.
Who was the other person with the 3? I'm sorry, I didn't see who that was.
That would be Tristan.
Were you the roguey fast type of character? Sorry, out of character. Just what we.
Oh,
know.
I mean, you narrated it first, so
Yeah,
so
you sound like you were ready to go. So
you were, yeah.
you were like, I'm gonna beat this punk.
Well, like,
please go forth, beat the punk.
She, so Miranda is out there, from the way the skeletons are coming at us, are they trying to prevent us from exiting? Like, is that a logical assumption that can be made, or is that unclear?
Currently, you cannot see an exit.
Okay.
All you see are crypts coming out. So if they have any indication, the indication is to hurt you bad.
So I think Miranda is going to go into defense, like she is used to doing for the team. Because in her mind, as she remembers it, Nathan was the strategist, and is going to, it needs time to figure out a plan. Tristan will run backup, and well, Tanner has to get his shit together, which is always seems to be the case with Tanner. So,
Wow.
so yeah,
Wow.
so he's going to meet the skeletons head on, trident in hand, and just try to attack.
All right. So to attack, it's fairly simple. You use the stat that you use to attack. In this case, I'm going to say it's strength, I believe it's for you.
Okay.
And you pick up that, you roll that many d6s.
Okay, so that's 2d6s then?
Yes. Now, before you roll it, you can click a button on the roll 20 to just have it roll automatically on the character sheet to make life easier.
That's also fair, but physical click clacks are fun.
Yes. And because you are Miranda and Francis likes you quite a bit, you get advantage for your first attack.
Yay! How do I do advantage on roll 20?
Once you click the stats, it'll ask you advantage, and then you just automatically do it for you.
Just hit one advantage.
Yeah.
Let's go submit. Ooh, I should have rolled physical dice.
Apparently, no amount of cheating is going to help you in this case. So you go in, you've got the weapon, and you're swinging. And unfortunately, although in your mind you know what you're trying to do and you understand how it works, it's still you swinging a weapon at something,
Yeah.
and it's clumsy. And although yes, you did go into like, I believe you actually went to military.
Yeah, she was ex-Air Force. She was in the Air Force, though, not a
Grounds like
not a
that, and that's
not
a
like Army
big ass
or
trident.
Marine or anyone who's like, you know, who has more, I guess we would have more intensive combat training. I'm not trying to like talk about something I can't technically speak to, but yeah.
I think that's fair. But yeah, you cannot get your head around how a trident's supposed to work, and you swing and you cannot get there. When a person attacks someone and they miss, and there is a 1 in there, it is a critical fumble. So if you miss attacking someone who can attack you back, you always take a hit, and a hit goes off your guard. So lower your guard by 1.
Got it.
That's to start with.
Okay.
Because you critically miss, you go forward with your trident, and you will stumble forward into the group of them. And you are separated from the rest by a wall of 2 more of these undead monstrosities.
Take that. Okay.
So there's you, there's the 3 that are still facing the rest, there's 2 specifically in front of you, and then there's everyone else. And that's where we'll leave you at the moment and go on to the next person. Tristan.
Woo! Punch the undead!
Do it.
Would this qualify as a foolish daring or cavalier activity?
Not unless you're trying to do something foolish or cavalier with it. Like, you need to punch the undead. I don't think it's that foolhardy, unless you want to make it foolhardy.
I mean, what if I give you a vault off the table, jump overhand punch into Miranda's 2?
Now that sounds foolhardy. I like it. Here's the other mechanic. You can always decide to attack more creatures. You just get disadvantage, and you can split your successes between them. Do you want to go for both of them or just one?
Remind me rolling on advantage, disadvantage again?
It's you just click the die and it says advantage on it and just rolls it for you.
Advantage is
Not
adding
the
an
dice.
additional D6. Disadvantage is removing a D6.
Yeah.
I should have explained. Now you're trying to ask me the rules. You weren't asking me how the die works and mechanics, weren't you? I'm so dumb. Yes, advantage gives you a D6. Disadvantage gives you negative D6.
Yeah,
So you
no,
take one.
I was just missing the clicky spot.
Oh, I was right. Right, Nathan.
Francis. I mean, you're right. My mistake. I overstepped.
So
Oh,
Go for it.
2 successes.
All right. How do you want to split between the two enemies or just focus on one?
oh yeah, no, for sure between the two enemies. You know
All
what?
right.
Heck, both fist punch. This is definitely the way you're supposed to do pugilism.
Nice. Okay. With that hit, describe what it looks like, and you position yourself anywhere you want.
Yeah, so just not even really thinking about it, just kind of feeling it, doing it. Uh Tristan, who's behind at the table behind relative to Miranda, kicks the chair back up onto the table, jumps off the table, and just like tries to bring gravity down on the tops of the heads of these fallen.
Nice. I love
And will
that.
realize they committed bipedalism in a moment, but not yet. This isn't that moment.
I also almost forgot. Did you want to roll your own die for this, being the fool?
Uh,
Because you rolled a 6 and actually no, you automatically. You rolled a 6, and whenever you roll a 6, you have a special ability. You roll another d6. So right now, roll a d6 because you're the fool. Okay, so that's a 6.
yeah,
So you have a special ability.
I do.
Unless you roll another d6. So roll a d6 and add it to the pool.
No, that's where we stop. That's where
Yeah, so you're going to destroy at least one of them.
yeah.
So, yeah, describe it. Go for it.
Yeah, so one of them I kind of knock back, but the other one I punch it so hard it stumbles into the side of one of these catacombs, and it triggers some kind of trap, like bear trap, like goes onto it.
I love it. It's like one of those like big stumpy ones who's bang.
Yeah.
And now there's traps in the room. Bang! That slams directly into it and just crushes it in one bit. Like there's nothing left. There's nothing but dust. It's beautiful. It's gone. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
I got you, Miranda.
Nathan, Tana, which of you wants to take the next action?
Oh,
I think
please,
Nathan
Tanner.
probably should.
Oh no, Dan,
I don't even have my die yet. That's
I mean, just the last time I went first, I set things up, and you sure you don't want to go first, Tanner?
Take
I
the
think
time.
it makes sense. It makes sense for you to go, Nathan.
Yeah, I'll do what's
Nathan,
best
take
for
the
the
time.
party. At the well, first off, Francis, this is absolute bullcrap because we didn't know what to expect. I don't know the rules of this game, so I can't make a plan. I just want this thing to die. I am going to use my performance now.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll my charisma and a D4.
Mm-hmm.
I
hope there's a button for that. I don't know if there is on the Roll20 or not, but we'll find out.
I could just roll a D4.
Just roll a D4, make it life easier.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
That's
is
1 success and a 3.
3 intensity. If we're an attack, they take 1 disadvantage per intensity on attacks, and are killed or incapacitated if the intensity exceeds their willpower.
They have a lot of willpower, but because it's the first scene, Francis is gonna grant them lower their willpower to show your power. So what happens? You will kill them outright by telling it to die.
I think it just walks into a wall until it gets.
Ooh, so I just starts walking into a wall
Yes.
constantly until it just slides to nothing. Yeah, that happens. That's great. Beautiful. Mwah. 2 down, 3 to go. Tana.
All right. In the commotion, I think the D12 had sort of skittered a little bit, and so he dives for it, and comes up in this sort of magical girl transformation. And I want to picture without the cowboy hat, but like Desperado if Ziggy Stardust was a cowboy. Okay, so there's a lot of like glitter but it's this like dark brown leathers and all this kind of stuff, but with in the right light, it sort of glitters. And he comes up with these glimmering brass knuckles, and has to do a little bit of a spin so that the long coat like twirls, and just wants to come up and uppercut one of these skeletons with the knuckles.
I love it. Give me a roll.
Okay. Rolling strength.
Yep. Show me your moves.
Oh, and then do I roll the D12 with it too, or?
No, you that's a special thing you roll it for.
Oh,
You
I
don't
see.
roll it
Okay.
for your attacks unless specifically good reason to. But yeah,
Okay.
that's 2 successes. So tell me how you destroyed this thing.
Well, did I roll better than Nathan?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's the most important part of this. And everyone saw, right?
We all did on
Okay.
the roll 20 in the real life. Yes. But tell us
Um,
what Nathan sees when you swing your fist at this thing.
Yeah. Just that this thing is like Nathan's is like banging itself against the wall. I'm like, we gotta speed this up a little bit, and I just come up with this uppercut into its skull that just explodes into like a glitter bomb disco ball grenade. Not literally full on unicorn magical whatever, but just the skull makes contact with it, and it like turns to crystal and then shatters.
Ooh. Mwah. That is 3 down, 2 to go. It is now the enemy's turn. So there is one currently about to fight Miranda. However, Tristan has just come in and done the sickest move in the world. So its attention is going to be focused on Tristan. Tristan,
Yeah.
this one is going to attack you directly. So
At what point can I engage my
God
my
nonsense.
god? Yeah.
Whenever you tell me you are is when you engage it.
Okay. So I want to invoke the god of excess
Mhm.
so that attacks on me gain disadvantage as my pain is numbed.
Wow. Well, you're not being attacked yet. So should we wait till after this roll? And then I'll attack you and then we can see how it works?
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were attacking me.
Oh, no, I was attacking Tristan.
Hi. me.
Oh,
I'm the
Tristan.
problem,
I
it's me.
heard Tanner. Yep, Tristan.
It's okay. I'm used
Not
to
the
it.
first time, not
Not the
last,
first
dude.
time, Tristan Tanner, that you decided that apparently you're the one put in charge. Nothing's changed since high school.
Oh,
You're the
actually,
one
I
that
can
set the
apply
world
this.
revolves around them.
Hold on, I can apply this to Tristan.
Oh, you want to play to Tristan?
Yeah, Tristan, you
All
want to
right.
get high?
I mean, this gummy's hitting, baby.
Yeah.
You
So
want to read how it works?
yeah. The target feels a supernatural high for every level of this. Got one. Can affect an extra target. Describe how this high makes everyone feel, and choose one of the following effects. In this case, I choose attacks on them gain a disadvantage as their pain is numbed. And it is that it's actually great because it's something both of us know extremely well, is that athlete's high of, when you're working out hard and you get that second wind, you're like, I'm invincible. that moment. Now, when it says extra target, Francis, does that mean it can apply to both? Like it's me and this extra target?
No, it's whenever you roll a 6. Does it say special next to it?
Let's see. Party hard. There's all actions of those targeted gain mandatory double special.
Okay. I guess you can target multiple people. You can take this advantage to have it target multiple people if you want.
Okay. Well, it says it can target and extra. It's an affect an extra target for every level in this god, and I have 1 level.
Yeah, so only 1.
Okay. So then we'll just apply that to Tristan.
Sounds
Probably-
good. So unfortunately, you have to roll for it. So roll
Oh.
your wisdom pool plus your D12.
Okay.
Probably makes sense that Tristan would get the athlete's eye.
I was thinking that too. Okay, so I'll roll my d12 separately.
Mm-hmm.
It's an 11. Is that good?
Oh, you're all good. It only matters if you roll a 1, because then
Oh.
you incur god debt.
Okay.
So, with you having to use this, because I was like, I feel like we should see how this works. Tell me who the god of excess is in the world of Raelis, and tell me what it looks like when you give the athlete's high.
The god of excess is this like gender fluid, like not heavy metal, but like glam metal being, right? And they bestow, there is this like righteous guitar riff that echoes through the room, and it like it just hits with bodily force, and lifts you up into this elevated mental state.
And what is the name of the god of excess?
I'm working on that still. Sorry.
You made me use the dang spell out of your turn, and you haven't come up with a name?
Plus ça change. Plus c'est la même chose.
Back to the enemy's turn. They swing at you, Tristan. They only have 2 dice to roll. Let's see what they can do with it. They will incur 1 hit on you. What will that high do to negate that, by the way, Tanner?
You mean mechanically?
Yeah, mechanically.
Well, it says they have a disadvantage on attack rolls.
Ooh, in that case, I'll roll again, but I'll only roll 1 die. And yeah, your high makes you too quick. That creature can't hit you. The second creature is most likely going to attack you directly, Tanner. So while you're busy being like, ha, god of excess, bring down the power you have of rock, the other one's like, nah, I don't mess with that. It is coming straight for you. And they will attack you for... They will get a hit on you. It will be 1 hit, and it will remove 1 god. And with that done, it's top of the round for everyone. So, once again, Miranda, you get to go first.
Yes. Sorry, I was just reading something. Because I have a weapon that is arcane and can do stuff.
Ooh.
And I think as Miranda, like, when Tristan covers Miranda, and the group sort of gets back into the rhythm of fighting together. I think there is a small joy in that for Miranda. She forgets that what Francis has done, and sort of goes to the place that she was when they were playing these kinds of the tabletop games that they were playing. That place of escapism, that place of being a hero, that place of being someone else that is not Miranda. And she changes her grip on her trident and tries to strike with it again.
All right.
But she is I would like to say that she starts to feel her sacred emotion, which is joy.
All right. Do you want to go up on the scale?
I think that would make sense. Like,
all right, then. That will make you strong now, right? Okay. And all that does is allow you to use your venting abilities and stances.
Yes. The other thing that her arcane weapon allows her to do, or their arcane weapon allows them to do, is I can use Dex instead of Strength for its hold. And it also allows me to recover up to 2, or recover 2 guard is what it says on the sheet.
Yeah, so when something says special, it means whenever you roll a 6.
Okay.
That's what that does for you.
Cool. So I'm still rolling. And I also get to add a D8, don't I? It says emotion. Whenever you're
I
feeling
don't.
a secret emotion at a 1 or above on your scale, you may add your D8 to any attack.
Sounds good to me. Give me that die roll.
Okay. I'm rolling physical dice this time because I don't trust the VTT.
It's fine. I don't blame you.
Okay. So I did get a 6, but it was on the D8.
Still counts.
And then it was a 1, and a 3. So I still hate me. I'm gonna pick new dice. Just to say, LOL, it's actually just you. You're the problem. So
All right. Well, the good news is that you still do hit.
yay.
So you can skewer that other one, and it's already taken damage from Tristan. So you can describe to me how you finish it off.
Okay. So I think that there is just a a grounding of Miranda's stance
Mhm.
in that plate. And the trident comes expertly and skewers the skeleton right through. Just runs it right through, plunges it into a wall that whatever wall is close by, because it's a nice long pole.
I love it. Put it right. You can put it right back into the crypt, into like its crypt hole again.
Yeah, a powerful thrust right back where it came from.
Nice.
I know it's
And
support.
and most likely, finally, Tristan.
Yeah, back where you came from. I'm gonna get like one of the other hands that's sticking out and high five it right back into the wall.
Yeah, you know what? I don't need to tell you what to do. You got it. Roll the die. Let's see what's up.
Let's go. Ha.
Oh yeah, it's dead. Like, and that's a special. Because you rolled a special, that's a D6. Please roll another D6 to see how well
Yep,
you
I
did.
already got it for you as a tip.
All right, gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, it only had one hit left. So tell us how you take it out.
So I high five the one and it like snaps the forearm back into the wall, and then I was like, yeah. And then I high five the other arm and does it like, yeah. And then I headbutt it. And then it's like, bleh.
And with that, the room starts to quiet up a little bit more, and things start to go a little bit more like calmer and gentler. And the candlelight dims a little bit, just a little bit more than was before. As the four of you are catching your breaths after this like instant outburst, which was taken care of in seconds, you hear I'm not sure if that's going to translate with my microphone, but
Yeah.
I'm clapping very slowly.
A
Yes.
slow clap. Yeah.
A slow clap. Okay.
That's really really cool how most everybody got to do two things just then. That was cool. I didn't.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that, Francis.
You're counting?
You know. How do we get out of here, Francis?
A voice comes out, but it's now next to the table, and you see Francis is sat there. He's wearing what looks like a long wizard-style robe, but with stars scattered about along with it, and almost like a really like moving stars that constantly just
Cool.
shift and go around. So what starts off as like a nightgown becomes the night itself, and you're like, I cannot believe that worked. Is everyone all right?
You did this. This is on purpose?
You gotta let people know when you're gonna move them into other dimensions. I'm fairly certain that's illegal.
I thought that you said you were paying more attention to lines and veils. Did it occur to you to ask if maybe we were comfortable with this, Francis?
That fight
Well,
was so sick.
all right. Sorry you didn't get extra turns. Yes, I understand that's how you feel. You wouldn't have believed me. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Okay. Can we go home now?
No, no, you cannot go home now. None of us can till you fix this.
Fix what?
What do you mean we can't go? Look, not that I'm not having just the time of my life, but some of us have important things to get back to. Is kind of
None
a
of us can go home until we fix this world. We left it stagnant.
But this world
It's
isn't
not
real.
Tell that to the thing that tried to kill you 5 minutes ago.
you can't Jumanji people, Francis.
Why not?
Did you just Jumanji us?
Yes, yes, I did. Because I need to finish this book and I can't finish it without you. So you're going to go through this whole dang thing. You're going to fix the problems. We're going to have a final session. The book's going to be done. And then you never have to hear from me again.
Okay,
I've
but,
got a
but
meeting
this
with
is-
BlackRock on Monday. I can't beat Jumanji.
Wait a minute. We're doing all of this to finish your book?
And this is all pretend, right?
What? Did you ever stop to think about what happens if we die? Do we even get to roll up a new character?
It's not going to happen. You're like one of the best people I know. You're not going to die.
Oh no! We all almost died
Okay.
last time, and the only reason, listen, nobody wants to say it, so I'll say it. The only reason we didn't die was because of my brilliant plan, and I don't know how any of this works.
I know. It's weird and strange, and it doesn't make any sense. But if I don't finish this book, this world dies.
So
How am I supposed to choose between this world and that world, which is better?
the real world is much better.
Is it? Nathan?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
How's your life going so far? You having a good time? You enjoying it? When's the last time you talked to your mom?
I have more important things to do than to talk to my mom. I'm a grown ass man. Listen, some of us moved on. Some of us actually did things with our life.
Did
Not
we move on, Nathan? Have any of us moved on?
Be honest, Nathan, that's pretty rich coming from you. You're still counting moves and you're still very bitter about stuff that happened in the game over 20 years ago.
Yeah, I'm bitter and I'm frustrated. And I turned all of that into success. Like it's fuel, sure, but like I'm not stuck in the hamster loop of whatever the fuck this is. I want to go home.
Well, you can't. When this book is done, we can all go home and then it'll be fine. But until then, I can't let this world rot. So the four of you are going to go out through that door. And as they say so, the walls will open up and stairs will appear. You're going to go out there and you're going to find a way to fix this. And when it's fixed, we can all return back to where we were. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This is not how I wanted this to go. But it's this way or no way.
Hold on a minute here.
Broken for any other size.
Hold on a minute here, Francis Harrington-Coates. And Miranda walks up to him and like does the thing with her finger and puts it in his
Tanner catches a stray with that one, like, ooh.
pokes him in the chest and says, "You're writing this book too. Don't put the entire onus on us to write the book for you. If what I just saw was real, you just pulled a stairs and door out of thin air. So if you don't help out, we're stuck here.
I
And
know.
I know you love this world, but don't be selfish and throw it all on us."
But Miranda, that's brilliant. Yeah, Francis, just teleport us to the boss or whatever, and we'll wrap it up.
It doesn't work that way. You can't. It's a story. It needs to move on a path.
But it's your world. It does what you want, right? You're like the god of this world.
You don't
Even
understand how
I have
it
rules.
works, Tanner. God.
You're always like this. Don't just skip to the end, Tanner. even I have rules. Even I have to follow certain things. And I'm going to do my goddamn best to make sure you all make it out because I'm trying to get us all out. I really am.
I wander off.
You go up the stairs?
Hell no.
You just wander off.
Yeah. No, doing the one path up, by the way. Stair. No.
Love that. I will not be railroaded.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Tristan, always a bit of a contrarian at the table. Just like, there's got to be something interesting over here. I'm sure, like, you ever play through a Skyrim dungeon and you look down the corridor that it doesn't feel like you're supposed to look through first?
Yes.
Tristan is a gamer.
That's where I go.
So I wander off.
If Mega Man taught us anything, it's a go left first. Out of character, also, are we physically changed? Like we're like our 25-year-old imagined
physically
character
changed as you want to be.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you want to look younger, you want to look older, you want to look different, it's entirely up to you.
Okay. Sorry, Noir, you go ahead.
I was just Nathan was just saying, God damn it, we lost track of Tristan. This some things never change. Some things never fucking change.
Honestly, I have to factor that in. It's gonna be the way no matter what I do.
Well, maybe Tristan will find some good loot.
That's once again, I don't have all the.
Okay. Well, this isn't all bad, and I like. First of all, Tanner is like 6 inches taller, looks like maybe 25 years old. Is like real fucking fit. But like does a couple like squats, like, hey, my knee is at 100%. Holy shit. Okay.
You know that.
Okay. Shit, we have to find Tristan.
You go do that. I have to go get ready.
Okay.
I'm letting you know right now, Francis, the second we get home, I am going to sue you. I am going to sue you for Jumanjiing me. I'm going to find a way. I swear it.
But I don't think there's any precedent to bring this to court. This is fucking wild.
I'm brilliant and I'm rich. I will find a way.
Well, you're definitely rich.
So what you're telling me is that I shouldn't let you go home.
Francis, that's
just
wild.
walks off.
That's too much conflict for today. Francis, if we need you, how do we reach you?
You can't. I'll come to you. I can only meet you a certain number of times before I run out of. I have a resource. It's fine.
Are we supposed to send you smoke signals or something? How do you know if we need your help? How are we supposed to?
I'll keep my eye out. When you need me, for you, Miranda, just call.
Okay. All right. Well, I've trusted you every time we've played this game, so I'll trust you one more time.
Thank you.
I don't
Get
know
out of here.
Though he's probably gonna die. So.
Francis shrugs, and then when he does, the wind blows, and like he just disappears. And with that, let's take our first 5-minute break.
Woo!
Okay.
Hey.
Let's see. I'll get us to our break screen. And
I mean, let's see you get the break screen. Never mind.
all right. 5 minutes, everybody.
All right, everybody okay so far?
Yeah.
And we should be back, or my timing is bad. Either way, doesn't matter. We're here now. I started talking. I can't stop myself. So let's get going. Let's start with Tristan. Tristan, where have you wandered off to? Because out of nowhere, it seems this crypt was a lot bigger than before.
All right. No, the thing you're supposed to do is like look for like wind and stuff. No, not back that way. That one's wrong. I'm gonna keep wandering down a tunnel till I find some new breeze or something. Not the breeze that was over there that was directed.
Why don't you make me a very easy, very simple, low difficulty, 0 difficulty wisdom check?
You know, that's the best kind of wisdom check for Tristan.
1 success.
Yeah.
You're looking for wind in a place where the wind is going to be blowing towards that area, but you want to go from where it's coming from, an exit, someone else's basins, and you put your hand out and you feel something start to run over your hands. There is a breeze coming from further inside the crypt.
All right. I just gotta go farther in and through. Is where
All
you're
right.
not supposed to go. It's the best place.
How are you seeing, given that it's pitch black in here?
Do I have to?
Are you going to fill the walls till you go?
Yeah.
All right. And we shall leave you there. As Francis disappears, the rest of you have realized that Tristan is missing.
I'd like to cast a scripture.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to cast Detect Tristan.
Is that part of the list on your god's scriptures?
It's just the scripture that all the god binders gain access to is these three.
I don't know if that's there. I don't see that on your character sheet.
It says detect noun, and Tristan is a noun.
I have verbed around a lot, but I am a noun. It's true.
What does it look like when you cast Detect Tristan?
He puts this like 2 fingers over his one eye, pulls it back, creates this incredible winged eyeliner. And that eye glows, sort of a silvery shimmer, and he gets this sort of superimposed, looking around, and will hopefully have a sense of like where Tristan is, like maybe see a silhouette through the wall or something like that would be the idea.
I'll give it to you. So what looks like, what would happen is that you get this blue shading over everything, and you get a single image of Tristan walking away. Their hands are feeling along the wall as they're moving away from everyone.
And are they a long ways away, or we can catch up?
You should be able to catch up if you actually watch where you're going. It's just you have to actually navigate.
Sure.
You don't get to walk in a straight line.
Okay.
Eventually.
All right. Tristan's down this way. Come on. We got to catch up before they get into trouble.
How do you know that?
Because of the thing I can do. Nathan, can we just go?
Sorry, I don't want to take account of what everybody can do for later use. That would be silly.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
that when everyone's not in danger.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Cut back to Tristan. We know you. Oh, sorry, Miranda. Do you want to say something?
Oh no, she was just listening to this conversation. Like I'm not even gonna step in this.
Yeah,
As soon
I
as
don't do
decide
any of
it,
this.
Like I don't want any of this. So,
Tristan, you start to feel your way along the wall, and you're letting your mind just carry you along. And you know what? That's what you do. So what's going to happen is you start feeling along the left, and you realize that you've run out of wall on one side. So either you go round the corner and you feel around that bit, then you start to move on. And after a while, you realize you've run out of wall on that side too. And now there's no walls between both parts of you. Like there's no walls whatsoever. You can't feel one there. You can't feel one there. You take a step to the right and you feel nothing beneath your feet. You pull your feet back. Looks like you're on some kind of bridge.
We're certainly finding Tristan. This is what we're doing.
Tristan!
Well, does it have a light? So maybe we don't have.
What are
Not
you
much
three using
dark?
for light? There is a
Oh.
candle.
Oh, yeah, I would have taken the candle with us.
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to. Oh god, this is gonna come with payoff later. Oh wait, actually, okay, so I targeted Tristan with this ability earlier, and it says all actions of those targeted gain mandatory double special. What does that mean?
I mean, I have no idea. I'm gonna mean. What do you want it to mean?
Well, it's a bold italics term. It seems like it's a rules term.
Yep. Special means whenever you roll a 6.
Oh, okay. So then so it's not like when it wears off, this happens.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
not like that at all.
Okay, great. It's because I don't feel so good anymore, and blah blah blah. There's more description. But that's good. Then I have not faced any consequences for my actions. Then I will again cast this version of Party Hard, but I can see the unseen and other realms. So I can see the astral form of this space we're in. And,
now this is going to require you to roll a die for me.
Okay.
However, you are at disadvantage. No, difficulty is 1.
Okay.
So you have to what's called when difficulty is at 1, you automatically remove 1 success from your roll.
Remove a success.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Yes.
here we go. Wisdom, right? Yeah, I think. Okay.
Don't forget your god die.
Oh yeah. No, come on. That's a 9.
All right.
So I've got 3 successes. So 2 successes then. And
So what do you want to see with that?
oh well, now hold on. So that 6, is that a problem with my double special?
Don't worry about it for now.
Oh, okay, great.
It's not, remember, we remove 1 success anyway, so don't worry about that.
Okay. So I just want to see, it's this sort of ghostly outline of the space we're in, right? Like everything has a vibe, an essence, and this building is included, right? There's the moss or whatever it is, there's something, right? And so that little bit of living essence that is everywhere, even in rocks, I have an outline, and I can, while we're still in the candlelight, turn to the others and be like, and now his eyes are like, it looks like that reflection of a deer in the headlights, but there is no light that could be providing this, right? Turns back and is just like wide-eyed and says, "Don't worry, I can see. Take my hand."
Miranda will wait for Nathan and then take.
Yeah, I'm just standing there with my hand out. Between the two of you.
Yeah, Nathan's just kind of looking at you, looking at the hand, and looking at Miranda.
Looks at Nathan like,
I think that's for you.
You first, Nathan.
I should probably cover the rear.
She like narrows her eyes at Nathan like, fine, and reaches out and takes Tanner's hand and holds her hand out to Nathan.
I'll take this.
I don't like being in the middle of this.
Middle of what? Everything's fine. We're working like a team.
Sure, Nathan. Sure.
We cut away from that, and then we cut to you, Tristan, as you're moving on a bridge in the dark. And as you move on the bridge in the dark, a voice calls out, "Who are you to step upon our bridge to claim the space that we are on?"
God damn it, Tristan.
I'm Tristan. Nice to meet you. Not claiming. Passing through. Happy to make acquaintance. Happy to make 2 acquaintances.
You step upon the graves of those who come before you, and yet you do not pay us penance. State why you are here before I cast you to the bowels of the land below.
My buddy super wants to finish his novel and thinks he needs our help for it.
I find that answer unworthy. Please make me a dex save as a wind picks up and it tries to blow you off the bridge into darkness.
All right.
You have disadvantage because you can't actually see.
True. That is true. May I offer you a success in these troubling times?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Just
well,
one.
good, because I rolled.
I was
one
only going to
best
say
and
you
a
could
great
roll
success.
you could roll your d6 because it's there. We have to. Oh, I almost forgot. Before we continue, Tristan, we have to deal with your circles.
Yeah.
So, what number do you want to circle on your dice?
I think we've kind of been playing it as a 6, yes?
I think that's fair. That's what I've been playing it as anyway.
Yeah. So I figured play that forward.
I think that's entirely fair. Let's take that up for now.
Yep.
And then remember, every time you roll, you roll your dice.
Yep.
And you roll something that's not a circle, you get to circle a different face.
Yep. Rota Fortuna. If only I had my rotas with me.
I'm sorry. That aside, we'll make it work. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The wind blows and you hit the ground and you are grabbing onto something. What are you grabbing on and why haven't you gone flying off into the edge?
Oh, there's... So I grab at something. I don't know what it is. It feels long and calcified.
Okay.
I have no idea what this could possibly be.
Sounds good to me. I like a good long calcified thing to hold on to desperately. But you're grabbing onto something and you're barely able to keep going.
Long
The
hard
three
bone.
of you,
Okay, sorry.
I
the
was
three of
thinking it.
you
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
make your way forward and you can hear the wind blowing heavily. Tana, you see better than everyone else, but the rest of you, from the candle that you have and you're holding it up to see, we're gonna pretend that Francis is nice and is like, oh my good lord, I'll expand the light of the candle and expands the light of the candle to like last time to see where you are. Tristan is standing on a bridge of bones.
Mm.
Just a full-on straight-up bridge of bones. And a rib cage etches at the bottom, keeping the whole place there. They are holding onto one part of the rib cage, and while they're standing there flying through the air. In front of them is what at first looks like a skeletal man, but instead looks like a man wearing skeletal parts, like a skeleton armor almost, and full
yeah.
on body, with a large dragon skeleton head sitting at the front. And when you shine the light, its eyes glisten like a cat's as it reflects the light that is there. They stand there with the stick in front of them. Nathan, which villain was this person?
This was the Lich commander that worked alongside the Archmage, and his name was, gotta think of something edgy here. His name was Bone Salve the Reaper.
And how did you defeat them?
So I think this was part of Nathan's plan, which was to distract Bone Salve and have him not around when we fought the Archmage, which gave us enough time to take out the Archmage before he came back.
Nice. I love that. So Bone Staff stands there. They'll clearly have their hand up in the air, making the wind blow. But as the light comes in and it glistens around all of you, you see them recognize the four of you, and the wind stops, allowing Tristan, if you want, to climb back on. And they go, ah, the sight of old friends.
Oh, hey
Tristan,
guys.
come on, we gotta get out of here.
No, he says he's friends.
No, this
I
is
didn't. That was sarcasm.
Tristan,
this
you remember
is-
this guy? This was the one that, and so like out of character, Tanner reels off a very accurate replay of everything Nathan had set up to like banish this guy and get him out of the way and move on. And then is like, so we don't need to deal with him. We can just go.
The last time I saw you was when the Archmages were almost at their full power. And now I find you here again. Centuries later, once again
Centuries.
coming to see the grave of those who have fallen. Was the first time you interrupted me not good enough for you?
I got to do a really sick monologue at this guy the last time. You think it'll work again?
It's worth the shot.
Okay. I don't have anything right now. I wasn't prepared for this. Reaper, the last time we saw you, we were the one filling the graves, and we'll do so again unless you leave us be. Leave us be is the command.
Oh, I like the idea. Why don't you give me a roll for it?
Yes.
Now, hold on. I have to make sure I do the rules right for this because the emotion you're trying to give is fear, correct?
This is correct.
I hate using the term correct like that. Some friend of mine said it to me once, and now I can't stop myself from doing it. And I'm like, correct. I'm like, clearly you know what it is. Yes, the first one we're trying to use is fear.
Yep.
So give me your roll. And what is your tell, by the way, when you're using it?
I flip my coin as I'm pointing at him, and the sound of a coin when you flip it?
Yep.
It's like that, but booming. Just
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll the D4 for intensity. What is going on? Why is my life like this?
I mean, you did it.
Because
Yeah.
Nathan.
So that's 3 successes. So they feel it as intensely as most people will ever feel it.
That's pretty good. I think that's great. I love that. You can see them like reel back from your words, and something about them seems to change. The bridge that Tristan is on starts to shake. And they go, your words left me to leave those mages. But I have a new job. And that job means I must stop you here. You cannot go any further this way. I implore you to leave the way you came.
We wanted to go out anyway. We don't need to go this way, Nathan.
Tristan, let's just go back the way we came. There was a door. We could just go up to the surface that way.
No, he's the bad guy. We're the good guys. We gotta.
We don't know that. We don't even know what's through there. Like,
Hey,
I
what's
just want to
through there?
catch my breath.
Look,
Why don't you want us to pass?
What was that, my love?
Tristan asks, what's through there? Why don't you want us to pass?
They don't reply.
Come on. Like, this guy wouldn't be here. Like, this whole big boss thing wouldn't be here if there wasn't something awesome this way.
I hate to admit it, but Tristan has a point. And besides, who's gonna tell us no?
We don't
I
have
don't
much
like
in the
that.
way of gear yet. That's actually okay.
I'm gonna remind everybody that we just got here. We don't know what we're doing, and we don't even know what level we're at. So we could all TPK here.
I've got a backup plan
For TPK?
for if things start to go south. I've started taking into account what everybody's abilities apparently seem to be, and I've started to begin to formulate a plan.
See, Nathan's got this. I'm gonna shoulder check Bone South now.
Like, yeah, whoop, bam.
Just like, you know, the walk past shoulder check.
Draw hits for
So normally you would go first, but although they are terrified, they made their willpower roll to resist the intensity of what went through. So they were ready to act as you did. So as you come charging directly in, a head appears from the other side. Actually, no, not a head. Let's look at a claw. A claw appears from the other side, like directly in, like as you're rushing, think anime style in this case. You are running directly towards them. The camera slows down, and we see a hand reaching over the bridge to crush you where you are. Do your shoulder check. You just have disadvantage, and they have a defense of 1 against the attack. It's
All right.
a little tough, but you're a bad bitch, so you got this.
That is correct. I would say, personally, this might constitute a foolish, a daring, or cavalier action.
Normally, I'd be right, but you were so quick that there was no way for you to have known how foolish it was before the strike. Oh, you know what? Now I'll give it to you.
Shoulder checking the big boss.
I'll give it to you anyway. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you. There we go. 2 success.
2 success minus 1.
But then +1 full die.
No, I'm sorry. Difficulty removes the success.
Oh, okay. Got it. That success.
Yeah.
I was counting the disadvantage 4 down to.
Yeah. I still got you. You're good. I love you, baby.
Yeah, we got this. We got this, baby.
So you come in, if it's okay if I go to description, you come in and the claw comes down, but it comes down too slow, enough for you to shoulder check them. They'll fly back and they'll stab the staff into the ground, and they'll slide dramatically, Akira slide dramatically a little bit further back, and the other claw will come up, and you see the bridge that you are on is alive. And it is resurrecting and trying to eat you and consume you as you all fight the bone bridge that Bone Salve is on. We are now in initiative.
Fine.
So they have a dexterity of 3. So they will go after the 2 of you. However, they have a thing they do at the beginning of the action, which happens immediately. They wave their staff around, and bone versions of them rise up next to them. So there's 3 of them standing there, and they're all bone-tastic.
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 I need this on a shirt.
Bone-tastic was my nickname in high school.
The nickname
Happy
you gave yourself. I
Jacks.
remember that.
Bone-tastic.
All 3 of them say, "For the honor I lost, you must not pass."
They all say it in unison.
In unison.
Yeah. That's
Tristan,
fucking
you
creepy.
go first. Because why give you a free attack and then not let you go first? That'd be rubbish.
All right. Yeah. You ever use some skeleton's arm as a baseball bat into another skeleton?
Never in my life. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, I
let's
saw
find
the
out.
latest Deadpool movie.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That's 2 successes.
Just a heads up, all attacks against them have 1 difficulty.
All right. That's 1 success.
That's 1 success. That's
Sure.
still good. So you come in and you grab any one of the other, grab one and swing to the other.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'll let you damage one of them for that.
Yep,
As it doesn't tally
absolutely.
fair. Yep. And yeah, you rip one's bone arm off and you swing into the other. And like, ah! I don't know why they're screaming like a girl, but like a child, but that's all it is. Like, ah! As they get hit and they block a little bit, that kind of hurts. But all right, they can take it.
Hey.
Who's next? It's you, Miranda.
Yes, that is me. So we've got Bonesaw in front of us. Bonesaw's little bone guys.
Yeah, like
Bird
Bonesaw 2 and 3
ponies.
next to them. And then the bridge, which is trying to destroy you all. Like the literal bridge you were on is like getting up.
Everything is trying to kill us.
The bony
Great.
cronies.
The bony cronies. Okay.
The bone cronies.
Okay. So Miranda looks at Nathan and Nathan, any ideas?
Right. So you want to focus on the leader. So target Reaper. All the
okay.
other ads will probably drop once we get them to 0.
Okay. Here we go. And she runs towards Bonesaw and is gonna try to attack.
Would that mean that you have to run onto the bridge?
It's trying to kill us?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. So you run towards the bridge. I'm going to need a roll from you to make it to Bonesaw. Because the bridge, once again, is growing arms and legs and stuff,
Okay.
like destroy things.
Great. So I'm
give
avoiding
me a
arms and
dex
legs
roll.
that are growing. I am at a 1 on my emotion
Yeah.
scale. So let me see if I have any events or stances that can help me.
Good luck. You need it.
Okay, so I have a thing that I can do, but it's when I reach him. It's not going to help me get there.
Mm-mm.
The other one just helps
the
me stay
dex
alive.
roll.
Okay.
Good news. There's no difficulty. You just have disadvantage because it's the ground you're walking on.
So take a die away, right? Then
Yes.
I'm not going to take that die.
It's not defense. It's not defense. It is disadvantage. Very big difference.
Okay. So take a die. So it's just 2 dice then, right? Roll and here we go.
You just need 1 success. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Double 5s.
Double 5s, baby. Tell me how you backflip, bull crap your way across and smack them in the face.
She thinks about her military training because everybody goes to boot camp. And just to uses a little bit of that to try and like maneuver her way through all of this crap that is happening on the bridge.
Fantastic. You're there.
Yes, and when I get there, I'm going to strike at Bone Salve, and I'm going to use one of my venting abilities, which will take back down to a 0 on my emotional thing. It's called Decapitation Strike. Target and attack a single individual and ignore guard.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? That is a fantastic move, and will work really well in this case. Let's see what you got.
Tank's gonna tank. How many die is that?
It is. I believe you use your dex to attack.
Yes, because I have the elegant, so use dex instead of strength for this pool. My dex
so it's your whole dex. You hold all your dex. Roll that, and the damage will go straight to health and not guard.
Okay, great. And I also can I feel like I could add my D8 to this because the success and turning to Nathan does bring her a little bit of joy, but I don't know if that's too much. Should I just roll my 3?
Nah, roll your 8. Just do it. It's the first session. You have to be the coolest you can in the first session. I shouldn't be holding you back.
I just don't want to be that guy and
Don't worry, I'll be that guy enough for both of us.
Okay. 2, that's 2 3s and a 5 and a 4 on the.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, you swing at them, and the first swing will miss the first 2 and hit the third, but all 3 will visibly have the damage you deal.
Okay, so for damage,
it is every success is a hit.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. How do
Straight to their health.
Okay, so straight to their health. So I just take off their health. I don't have to roll anything about it.
Yep, there's no extra die rolling. Nobody wants to deal with a damage roll. It is too much. Francis is like, I cannot deal with extra rolls at the table. I'm trying to tell a story. Bear with.
So yeah, so she strikes at Bone Salve twice.
Nice.
Lands gracefully on the other side of I guess on the other side of the table because she jumped at him. On the other side of the the
bridge.
Like, other side of the bridge. Spins her trident around and gets ready to take a second shot.
Fantastic. What they're going to do is, who's holding the candle? Hey Nathan, how you doing?
What's up? I'm chilling, vibing.
They grab their staff and they swing it round. All three of them do this in unison. They swing it round. And when they do, the bones around you cackle and dust up. And this bone dust floods the room that you're all in. Like you feel it just absolutely go up.
Hmm.
And then they strike the ground. Nathan, you're holding the candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
The candle sparks, and the flames from the candle will hit the bone dust and explode the room.
You just cast fireball. You just cast fireball with us.
Well, I'm sorry. What did you think they were going to do? Oh no, magic missile. No, we don't mess about here. It's time to go. They're going to engulf the room in the bone dust and flame everyone here. How's everyone feeling about that?
Love it. Well, that's great.
They hate it.
Perfect. I would like everyone in the room who can to make me a dex check. If you do not roll successes, you will take 3 hits.
We're fine. We're fine. Great. Love this for us.
Okay, I got a success.
Ooh. Okay.
Little Twitty loves you, Sam. I swear to God.
I am taking 3 hits. It's a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Excellent. That all goes on your guard. When it's off your guard, it goes to your health. For those of you who succeeded, you only take 2 hits.
Okay,
Also,
so if
I'm at 0 guard.
one of those takes my guard to 0,
Nice.
and then I lose 1 from health.
Yep.
Okay.
Not doing great, you guys. Just F1.
So they hit the ground, the bone dust comes up, they ignite it, it blows up. All of you feel it. It is not nice. It is painful. Tristan, you can avoid the damage completely if you want, because you rolled like 3 successes. I'm just gonna say you avoided it. Why not? Because like you're the fool. That's what you do, baby. That's just how you roll.
I did. Look, they need to not be so cautious. Bad things don't happen.
Wow.
Then
Yeah.
we go on to Nathan and Tanner's turn.
So when I gave Nathan 2 tells. The tell when he's trying to pretend to be the hero is the coin flip. When he's being himself, however, his eyes go black. And he's going to say to them, okay, that's how we're playing. And he's going to look to Bone Reaper, kill all your minions, and then yourself.
I like it. Let's see what you got.
Not a single success. I'm rolling physical die here on out. I hate this. I hate this so much. In fact, it's even worse than a miss. It is a
It's
critical
crit
fail because I
Yep.
rolled a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I
Wait,
rolled physical dice.
Yeah, hold on. There's one thing that can save me from this being a critical fail.
Yeah, Nathan?
The D4.
I don't think it can. I think it's just a crit fail.
Well, no, if it's a 4, right, it would
Yeah.
be a success, so it's not.
That's the only thing that can save me, is if I roll a 4.
Go on.
25%.
Let's go.
I hate it here and I want to go home. You ruined me. You've ruined this for me. I'm rolling physical die here on out.
So let's talk about what happens when the dictator critical fails.
Mhm.
Oh, great. This is
Influence
yeah.
you give them is permanent,
It is.
right? And the intensity is what they feel. What is the emotion you influence?
Just unrestrained fear. Like everything is out to get me. Everything is trying to kill me. Allies, enemies, doesn't matter. I need if I don't get it first, it's going to get me.
So what happens is when you say that to Bone Salve like freezes for a second and looks at you, and it goes. It says a word. You don't understand the word. Tanner, you being a godbinder, this word is clear for you. And the word is end. And what that means is that it is ending the life of every single creature it controls in this room to take you out. It's telling everything to sacrifice what it has to ensure all of you die,
Okay.
no matter what.
So I'd like to do something about that.
I think that's fair. What would you like to do? As you
Um,
see, like all the creature, like you could hear them, but behind you, the crypt before you, you can hear things starting to move and shake. And behind everyone else, further back, where the person was guarding, where Bonsa was guarding, you feel something start to stir as it invokes this spell, which is like the spell to end all necromancy spells. This is the all right, everybody, it's on site.
yeah.
What would you like to do?
Now, is the necromancer a living person, or is he also? Are they also undead?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd need to invoke a miracle. Or
Okay, here we
request.
go. Mechanics, baby, let's go.
Yeah. I would like to request. At any point, you can speak to a god and request a miracle. Now, that doesn't have to be a god I already have levels with, right?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask my primary god Dio. Just because I'm sort of starting there.
Mm-hmm.
Like my head tips back, and there is this like otherworldly voice coming from Tanner that says, "I need to speak with a manager." And I invoke the underworld god Karen.
No.
Oh my god.
I wonder why Francis trapped their own brother in a horrible escapade where they could probably die. I couldn't possibly think of a reason. Carry on.
So Karen is not a cruel god of the underworld. They are sometimes kind, sometimes partying, not usually hateful, but sometimes. But the problem here is this necromancer has completely disrespected the underworld by bringing all this about, right? And is by not following the HOA guidelines or any of the other rules and sort of established expectations, even just basic common sense. And I expect Karen would disapprove of this. I also disapprove. And I'm hoping Karen and I could come to some sort of agreement for them to intervene. Actually, let's say her. So they'll offer a cost in exchange for a miracle. If you agree, the miracle happens. If not, it doesn't. So, yeah.
They will say, as a cost, return the souls of the chamber beyond to me. And I will grant you what you ask.
I'll do it.
What would you like your miracle to be?
Just basically like pulls the plug on necromancy in the area. Like obviously necromancy is a thing, right? But like all necromantic influence.
So Karen doesn't trust you enough to completely give you full power. What they're going to do is they're going to still the necromancy within this area,
sure,
but not where you're standing. So outside, all those creatures that were coming in about to mess you up with the end spell aren't coming in now. You still have to deal with Bone Salve and the Death Bridge.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's even like, she's like, well, if I do, that bridge is going to dismantle, and I need you to be able to get across the bridge. So
Which
here,
makes sense. Which makes
yeah.
sense.
Okay, I like that.
All right. Okay.
And I have taken on a task. But yeah, on that invocation of like, I need to speak to a manager, just this like the clattering, like, you know, like if you just poured a bunch of wood blocks down the stairs, you know, just the sound of all this like bones falling to the ground it echoes through the halls. And we're left with just, but is it bone salve? S-A-L-V-E?
Bone salve.
Or bone saw, like from Spider-Man?
Bone salve. S-A-L-V-E, I believe.
Yeah, both
okay.
self.
Okay, cool.
Like a salve for your bones.
Sure. Yeah.
It works. Top of the round. Tristan, Miranda, you get to go first. I hope you're not hurting too bad.
Oh, I'm hurting terribly bad.
No, I'm doing great. I'm farther into this room than most of my allies, and Bone Salve doesn't want me to go farther. So
No.
I'm gonna give a good like, hey, you didn't want me to go this way, right? And off I go.
You will be leaving your friends to fight Bone Salve on their own.
I'm hoping I'm drawing them off. That's the intent here. Which do you want first? Threat levels. What's more important to him?
See, here's the problem, right? Normally you'd be right, and they'd be like, no, don't. But someone invoked the fear of God in them.
Yeah.
So they are not going to stop until every one of you is dead. They will deal with them now and let you run.
So from an above table perspective, I know that and Tristan doesn't. For a narrative, I'm actually helpful perspective. Why don't we say that some of the minions are in between me and that room, so I can start to clear some of the ads that would otherwise be coming at the party as I do that.
I'm going to say you can do that, which is fine. I was actually not going to have them be there because of the spell, but I'm okay for them to be there for the sake of narrative reasons. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. So yes, there are a few people in the way that you can clear off on the way to get there.
Yep.
Oh, the bony cronies.
Oh,
The bony
heck yes,
cronies.
the bony cronies. I'm going to introduce them to the elbow bone. It's the most...
All right. Give me a roll. There's
Roll
two
bone.
of them.
There we are.
That is enough to not take them out, but they are still going to be in your way for the next round. They'll at the very end.
Yeah.
At this point, the bone bridge is going to take an action.
No, it doesn't have to.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. Who's on the bone bridge?
Not me.
Yes.
No,
Yes. All right. I'm so happy we got this sorted. Looks like you're all on the bone bridge. Let's have a great time. I'm interested. So the bone bridge is going to start to like manipulate and try and bring itself up. It's being held back by the spell from before, but it's trying to reach out and grab, and it's going to probably go for the person it thinks is the most dangerous. It's going to be you, Miranda. So the bone bridge is going to grow another hand and try and wrap itself around you. I'm going to roll for the bone bridge.
Internally sweating.
Do you have defense?
Suited defenses guard, right? Or well, I have a defensive one.
Defensive one means it has one difficulty to roll. So let's see what happens. It is enough to stop it from grabbing you.
Okay.
So the bone bridge tries to like, yeah, get it. And you're like, and you're able to keep it away. It's now its turn. It turns towards Noir. And it takes a step back. The bone salve takes a step back and it's terrified, but reaches its staff out and it starts to raise like bone spikes along the bridge towards Noir. Noir, I need to give me a dexterity check to not get skewered and die in the first session. That would suck.
I'm gonna try. Wait, I said physical die. Shit.
That's beautiful.
That is a critical fail again.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna say critical fail is you take 1 damage.
Okay.
Are you dead yet?
Nope.
Hey, good. And you're about to fall off the bridge.
Oh, okay.
So you're also like at the edge, holding on as best as you can. So you're
All right.
also struggling where you are.
Cool.
Miranda, it is your turn.
Hi, okay. So Miranda sees Nathan about to fall, but
Mm-hmm.
also his bones saw in front of her
Mm-hmm.
and is trying to I think for Miranda, the party comes first. So she's going to try to grab Nathan and keep him or keep them from falling off the bridge completely.
Give me a strength test to grab Nathan before they fall off the bridge.
Strength test. Okay, so that's only 2. And then she's at 0 with her die. So she's not feeling her sacred emotion. So it's just the 2 dice.
I mean, you might feel joy for saving them, but I don't think you're supposed to joy for rolling.
Yeah, I have to actually save them though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the recurring issue.
Man, Bone Sal's kicking ass.
Double ones.
That's 0 successes?
Double ones.
Oh, baby. All right. So you go to try and save them and you join them.
Great. We're both falling off. We're going
They're
down
both
together.
falling off. So what's happened now is that Nathan has let go. You've reached to save them. You've grabbed Nathan and you're, oh, do you want something else to happen?
Yes, actually, I think that when she realizes that she fucked up,
Uh-huh.
just out of habit, she just yells out, Francis!
You're still gonna dangle because Francis can't help you right now. They do have ways to help you, but it's very limited. So you're like, Francis! And you're dangling at the edge as you do.
We're sorry.
It's now
Your call.
their turn. As far as they're concerned, you two are neutralized.
Mhm.
They know, but they really are terrified of Nathan. Would they let Nathan live? No, because there's a god binder here restricting powers, and they would focus on that at the same time. Either way, we'll cut away from that and we'll jump to Nathan's turn.
Nathan is filled with more anger than worry
Uh-huh,
because
uh-huh.
how am I losing? I don't lose. And I am going to try and do something extraordinarily stupid.
All right.
I'm gonna have an audience of 2 for this role.
Okay.
I am going to yell at Bone Salve and at Miranda, if you're okay with it, get on the bridge.
And at okay, all right.
Before I do this, I don't know if you can manipulate him again after that roll.
I do. It doesn't say anything about losing the ability to target them. It just says that they feel that way permanently.
You're right.
And because I'm doing an audience of 2 now, I am retrieving my D4 back to do it again.
All right, let's do it. Give him a roll. What do you want him to do?
I'm telling both Miranda and Bone Salve to get on the bridge. That way, any manipulations that the bridge does affects both of them.
Okay.
See, this is what we're talking about. I'm going to take a picture.
You don't have to prove it. It's fine.
Okay. Oh,
What are you
you're going to want me to. That's one.
manipulating Miranda?
What'd you say?
You say you're manipulating Miranda as well.
Yes, both of them.
All right. So remember, you have to give your dice to Miranda for that.
Yes, you may have my D4.
Okay.
Miranda, are you all right being manipulated?
Yes, for the purposes of this. Yeah, that makes narrative sense actually for the way they used to play. So
I'm going to say you can get back on the bridge with Nathan if you take the penalty of never lifting your joy die for the rest of the session.
for the rest of the session, never lifting the joy die.
Because it's fear they've put inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
I think that I think that is fair. So that's the only way I can get the die from Nathan. Is that correct? I'm just clarifying what the
You only yeah, if you choose not to do it, you can give the die back to Nathan and the spell just doesn't work. Is that okay for you, Nathan?
I'm okay if it doesn't work on Miranda. I'd still like to target
Yeah,
both.
I know the player one is the first one I have to worry about before I
Yep.
worry about the dogs.
Okay.
How the dogs do.
And actually, if you do want to give it back to me, that means that I could just crank up the heat on Bone Self. So it's up to you. It's good either way.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking is when Nathan tries to exert this power, a couple things go through Miranda's mind. The first of which is how they used to play, how Nathan would just push Miranda around and sort of make her do what needed to be done as the tank. The second is the fact that in order to get on the bridge, she'd have to let go of Nathan. And as much as she might be like sort of towards Nathan, she does not want to be responsible for any kind of harm that would come to him either. So I think I'm going to give you back the die.
Okay, thank
The
you.
grip is going to tighten on your arm, and you just hear her say very like in that way that she is physically pushing back on your control and says, "Not without you."
I like
Give
it. I
it,
like it. I like it.
Miranda. So that means then, because I was going to use some of the successes to tone it down. I rolled a 4, 5, and a 4, and then 3 on the intensity, which is 6. So the intensity is 6.
Okay. So you want to use that on the bridge?
Oh, I'm using it on Bone Self to bring him closer to us. So he's now gonna be in melee range with Miranda when Miranda gets back up,
I'll take it.
with Tanner, away from Tristan, and anything that happens on the bridge, he's going to be caught in as well if he tries to manipulate the bridge again.
Well, here's the thing. With the 6 on intensity, it's basically lethal.
Yeah.
So I don't see why it wouldn't destroy Bone Salve.
I'm okay with that.
Are you sure?
Oh no.
I get to win, Francis.
Okay. So you say it and you see it hit Bone Salve. And Bone Salve was already horribly hurt. And this like gets to whatever's left of his soul that was left behind. And you see the bones, the 3 other versions of them start to break down and rot away as this fear starts to console them. However, that means the bridge also starts to feel the same way. And the bridge that you are hanging on from falling to the pit below starts to break away into nothing.
No.
What did you
Yes. So the bridge, Miranda, you are holding on up to is no longer going to be there in about maybe a round and a half.
Great. Love that for us.
It's good for you. Don't worry about it. Tristan's going to let us sort it out, right? Tristan, you cool?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I got this.
Excellent. Come back to you in a second. Hannah, what do you want to do?
I want to apply. Okay, so there's a little bit of a bend. Go with me. So one of the applications of Party Hard is gain close combat attacks gain advantage from the adrenaline rush. But I don't want to do an attack. I want to do a sprint across the crumbling bridge because I have to like fulfill my promise. And now that Bone Salve is dead, it's fine. But like, if I can't get across this bridge, I'm gonna break my promise to a god, and that seems bad because it's fucking Karen. So, how do you feel about applying Party Hard as an advantage to whatever I need to roll to get across this bridge in time?
I'll give it to you. Give me a dex. Are you gonna leave the other 2 to dangle?
Well, I thought they were getting up on the bridge. Didn't that happen?
I never said they were.
Still dangling, dude.
Yeah.
Dangle for a freaking car ornament.
Yeah, I am.
All right. In that case, and run on over.
Okay. So I'll roll dex with advantage.
With advantage. Because I don't see why I can't just be like,
I see how that works.
Is that a fail?
No, I
Give me a
didn't
fail. Come on,
understand how the
baby.
dice work.
Show me that natural 1 and 2.
Wait, where'd it?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I got a success there, and I think I applied
Yes,
my
you've made it.
D12, right?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay, D12 was a 6.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, roll a D12 just to see in case you get dead.
Yeah, it's a 6.
In that case, you made it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You run across, leaving the other 2 dangling. Tristan, you can now take care of your homies right now. There's 1 left.
One Skelly or
Yeah, 1 skelly, 1 crony, 1 bone crony.
I could. Tanner is running up. I'm gonna let him tank that because I had a jock thought. Jock thought!
Love it.
These are skeletons.
Yeah.
They're the bone. That means
Mhm.
we can be the muscle that moves the bone. And
Oh.
because you've described this as a rib cage, I'd
Mhm.
love to yeet myself into the spare rib to tip the bridge so Miranda and Nathan can slide down faster.
That is an extremely strong amount of set strength. I'm going to give you that die, but I will give you difficulty 1.
Do it. It's a jock thought.
Jock thought in the bonies
Yeah.
in the
Also-
morning.
So that it's specified before I rolled, I had a d6 earlier. I took unmarked and added it to 5.
Nice.
But you know,
Jesus.
So anyway, when you roll a 6, blah, 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 blah,
oh,
blah.
and there's a yep.
Describe to me how you superman that bad boy and get them back on.
I leap onto the spare rib, so the whole rib cage as one takes the bridge spine with it, and the whole thing is leaning, and it's going to be like a bump, 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 bump down the vertebrae for those 2. I don't care. It's awesome, and I'm riding the spare rib of it, like holding on like a tree branch until it does a back bend.
Hey.
Hey.
Love
All
that.
right. That is enough to get the 2 of you onto dry land.
Yay.
You see the rest of the crumbling bridge break apart to nothing.
See, I knew Tristan had it.
And you can all
Starting to
catch your breath. I hope everyone's all right.
Oh, I feel fantastic, Francis. I feel great.
That was fun. That was awesome.
I'm glad you had a good time, Tristan. Miranda's like breathing heavy, and it clearly has been like she's messed up. She's been almost roasted in her armor so far. You know, that one, and pinged a couple times by bony cronies, so she's not doing great.
Ahead of you, when the bridge falls down, and by the time Tanner gets there, it will be a simple thing of Tanner just popping and the head is done. I'm just gonna skip it because I feel like the real cool thing happened. I'm not about to go over like the small minutia. There is essentially a crypt door directly in front of you.
What does it need to, like, can I just push it open, or like what do we?
Yeah, you can push it open.
Okay.
You reach forward and you touch the door and you push it open. And the candle that you still have, although it no longer needs light because there's little flaming embers all over this cabin from the fireball that went out, which was great, give this lovely red hue into the room. And as it comes through the room, you see you are in essentially what looks like a council room. There are circles of thrones laid out in rising half circles going up from the door, about maybe like 5 for each circle with gaps in between. And you see sitting on them, they're still holding their customary spears. They're still wearing their dragon style helmets. Are the dragon riders of Raelis.
but they're dead.
But they're all dead. And they look at you and they stand up and they salute you all.
Finger
I think-
guns.
Miranda salutes back, like an actual military salute.
Okay, good. You're
Before
here.
we continue, what was your relationship to the Dragon Riders?
Hope it's respectful.
Kind of partnering, I think. We were working
Yeah.
together.
Positive, because like they let me ride one of the dragon, and then I jump off the dragon, and then I took the fall damage, but maybe not enough fall damage, and definitely not as much as they took from my fall damaging.
And who was the one person within the Dragon Riders that was your personal confidant? And also the DMPC that would help you get places with its cool dragon.
Nathan.
Our inside person. I think there was a chief, or a chief, or uh, like a commander of the Dragon Riders that we'd done a personal favor for. And so they were kind of like the fifth party member whenever Francis got the itch to play.
I was like, I want to play this character. I want to be in there. Let me do stuff.
You know, it was just every now and then you gotta make a character that's just like, oh, this is guy's just gonna stick around with the party.
Hmm.
Do you have a name for them or do you want me to give it?
Man, I'm going deep in my early 2000s bag for corny names. This is going to be Commander Azrael.
Ooh, yeah.
Very edgy. That's good.
Very
Yeah.
as Lord.
Yes?
Can I add a little background to this?
Yeah.
Go on.
So I don't think this commander was gonna be a major NPC at first, but we got into something, and then Tanner in turn had slept with both of his adult children, and not at the same time, but it's not that kind of sight. But then it was like, oh, this guy's super mad or whatever, like, or offended or something, right? And Nathan saved the day because he like super mega charisma roll, and suddenly this guy had to become a major NPC because of Nathan's, like Francis had to turn him into a major part of the story
because charisma was so high.
right.
I like it. All right.
So Tanner literally fucked it up, and then Nathan fixed it, and basically codified this guy into being a full-blown person.
In which case, Commander Azrael gets up. They're sitting in the middle because they're not the top, they're not the bottom. And they have big bony arms, but you recognize them from the armor they're wearing and the light that's still going in their eyes. And they look over and they go, Deputy Dragon Riders, you're here.
That's
and they
right,
step down and they are like 3 times all your sizes. And they will grab all 4 of you in a big hug.
Oh,
Hell
so
yeah.
bony. So bony.
My body
so
hurts.
You made it.
Now,
And it's been so long since we have seen others outside of that horrible necromancer that lived up behind here. It is so good to see you all. I'm sorry we are not in the best of states, but we're here to serve and we're here to help, like always. Have you come to help us with what has happened from before?
Well,
that's what the plot demands. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We don't know what the situation is.
How long have we been in here?
Apparently
Surely it can't be
centuries.
more than a year. What? They look up at the rest, and the rest of them start like talking amongst themselves. They go, centuries? Have we been gone for so long? How's the world survived without dragon riders?
I don't know that it has. We just got back, and we haven't left the crypt yet. So
We, you see them sort of pause. They go, we were to escort the lead wizard and the lead sorcerer to the summit for the peace meeting,
right,
just
the
like
peace
you
talks.
requested so long ago. But we were waylaid. Something went wrong. We were betrayed. We were taken. Whatever it was, they trapped our souls here in this darn crypt. We couldn't leave to go help out. We couldn't stop what was going on. Has it really been centuries? What happened to my family? My children?
I don't know.
My wife?
The good news is I'm authorized to release your souls from this place.
What? No, we can't leave. We need to go stop what happened. You have the power of all the dragon riders at your disposal.
My guy, you are already dead.
Maybe let me take a crack at this. You didn't really ever pay attention to the plot. Commander Azrael, yes, we have come to you in your time of need. It is our apologies that things have taken so long, but I assure you that we will make up with that. We will make up for that time in brotherhood and fire.
Then brotherhood and fire we shall be. Let us speak no more of this. I would like to know what happened to my family tree, but what comes first is the safety of the Empire.
We ran into the fiendish. What was the right? I remember. Bone salve on the way here.
They spit no spit out, but yeah.
Yeah, just dust.
We fell him before we could find information, but I'm sure that if we could continue on our path, we'll find what happened to your family. Get them back safely or avenge them.
If it has been centuries, I dread to think what the world looks like without the dragon riders keeping the place safe. But with you here, particularly you of all people back, I have good confidence in the world. Let us leave this place together. We shall ride again. We shall summon the dragons. He will still answer our call. Centuries or not, we will go straight to the heart of the matter and we will sort out whatever the hell is going on. Oh, my name is Commander Azrael. Yeah! Yeah!
Commander Azrael, you're the only thing that makes sense in this goddamn world.
They're like, the other dragon riders are like, frick yeah, let's get, they start armoring up. They're like freaking commandoing. Someone else put the mark on the face. They're getting ready to get out to leave.
Commander Azrael.
Yes?
We don't actually know what the world looks like beyond the crypt. Whatever happened to you, something similar happened to us.
Were you also trapped here for so long?
It felt like that's definitely what it felt like. I don't know why we're not skeletal, but we are here, and I know we're going to do our best. But
we may have lost our families, but our ancestry continues on.
Right.
We had good blood.
Are you
I would
sure
like to see the world of children again. So was that?
Sure, the dragons still exist.
Somewhere a dragon will call to us we'll answer the call when I make it. No matter what.
She looks between Nathan and Tanner and she says, once you finish what you need to do, will you be able to pass on?
Pass on. Can I talk to the team for a second, Commander? I need
the
a
commander
moment.
looks a little bit like they haven't considered past we're gonna go fuck shit up. And they go, yeah, sure.
Yeah, team, bring it in. Bring it in. Hey, what the fuck are we doing? They're not real, Miranda.
They're people.
They're character sheets.
Yeah, but so are we right now, and I almost died in that fight. And
yeah,
we might be dead. Listen, one of the gods intervened on our behalf because I asked her to. Okay?
There are no gods, Tanner.
Okay, well, that's going to be real funny when she smites me for not doing the payment that I promised.
Which god is it? Which god was it? You made a bunch of weird
Karen.
ones. Okay, well, I'm black, so that is worrying. But still, it's they're just character sheets. All right, we just play the game, say the lines, do the thing. Listen, it's Francis. Oh, yeah, Tristan.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, look, Tristan's not changing. Why are you guys never bought into the plot before. I was always the one that's trying to get us to do the stuff. It just
Excuse me, I was here for the role play. I came to the club for the role play.
I'll be okay.
Hey,
You think you're
look.
hot stuff doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the role play.
20 years ago has nothing to do with the fact that our literal lives are on the line here. This is not a game anymore.
Oh, can you explain why you left me and Miranda on the bone bridge then, if it's not a game?
Because you were fine, and I had to oblige a debt I owe to a goddess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Where are the other exits in this room?
God damn it, Tristan!
There is only the one you came in from, to be fair.
Aren't we having a huddle right now with the four of us?
Yes.
I had a hand raised about it, but you might have noticed I was quiet for a minute.
Oh, no.
We go back out. The bridge, unfortunately, is broken at the
Yeah,
moment.
the bridge is broken.
Yeah.
I know that. Therefore, there has to be another way out. So what I'm saying is the wandering is helpful. You should remember, this is helping. This is what helping looks like.
Unfortunately, the bridge is the only way in and out. So we have to find a way to cross the bridge.
Yeah, so there's got to be another way up or out. Like, what are the ceilings like? Can we break them?
We'll leave you looking at that while everyone realizes you're not there.
Okay, so all I'm saying is maybe let's not tell them that real life is a real life thing, and let's just let them be the NPCs that they are. We're the only ones that matter, and it's not like Francis is gonna throw like a plot twist. I mean, would you want to find out that your life has been stasis because you've been stuck in some guy's writer's block? That's not gonna help them.
That's not what I'm saying. Explain. But I promised to release their souls back to the underworld.
Here, I thought you were trying to do something nice for them by helping them make peace with the fact that they'd passed on. Because,
well, they haven't, but they need to pass on. That's what I'm saying. The natural order is for them to make peace and pass on, and I will do whatever it takes to help them do that. But if I don't know what Karen's going to do.
Well,
Listen,
tell Karen you're doing it. You're working on it. They have a thing to finish before they can go.
you know how Francis works. We follow the main quest. It's somewhere along the main quest. Oh, there's a bauble. If we push the bauble, their souls are released. It's gonna be fine.
Wait a minute. She didn't say when I had to do it. What was that?
She definitely did.
I think she just said you have to release the souls in there.
Remember the bit where she's holding the things, be outside the circle at bay, waiting for you to do it before she releases it?
Oh.
I hate to correct you on that one,
That's
but
fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah, retcon that.
I feel like that's
but you can still use that justification to not do it, though.
That's not.
No. I better retract that sentence.
Okay. Just we follow the main quest. Your sub quest is gonna be in the main quest. We've all played BioWare games. This is just how it goes.
Okay, but tabletop roleplays aren't video games. You can't just fuck off on a side quest and come back to the main quest like nothing happened. Looks around for Tristan habitually, doesn't see them, and she just
they're trying to like press buttons and things like
Just knobby things.
There's absolutely not a way in the world they're turning.
You know what, Tristan? Give me an intelligence roll. Brick it.
Yeah. I'ma do that.
Did someone conjure up a bell of cut that the fuck out that we could put on Tristan?
Bring
I want to play ribs
also,
like a xylophone.
there were 3 more flukes on that last roll, so that's circles on all numbers but 1 at this point. I just took
Hey.
unmarked for now, so you know. One of those is not, so it's not a success, but it is on a circle. Describe the fluke of luck that benefits you. The GM can then choose to modify it. The more
What do you want to do
advantageous you
to make a bridge?
Oh, but I don't have a 6. There we go. So I can't activate the fluke. It's just that. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, good point.
No, because it's on a circle, so it still counts.
Mhm.
It is still a fluke.
All right.
It just doesn't explode. Yeah. Then I erase all but 1 circle.
Mhm.
Out across.
So what happens? How do you make a bridge?
Oh, bridge back there. I'm trying to find a secret passage.
Yeah.
I'm,
Also,
please be a
just a
secret
heads
door.
up.
Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
That die you circle only affects one of your die. That's your D6. Keep that in mind.
Uh,
Not every D6. Whenever you roll your D6,
Oh, it's only a
that's
full
the
die?
one that affects.
oh, on my d6. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's just a fail.
It's a crit fail.
Have fun.
So not only did you not find it, you
I
are
need
100% not find it. You
Brilliant.
not find it so hard. There's like a bridge appears again, and you see the bridge, and you're like, there's a bridge, and then the bridge goes away. That's how not found the bridge.
Perfect. Good.
So-
No, not you. Go away, and then it does.
Yes, that's what I'm like, you push a button, a bridge comes up, you're like, yeah. And you're like, the bridge is it's like halfway, you're like, yeah, fuck this. And you just skip it and say there's no bridge.
I glance over like, oh, I think Tristan's trapped in here with us for once.
You
That
might need to
aside,
get trapped more often.
what would you like to do, everyone?
So look, I'm just saying there's a goddess holding a horde of undead at bay for us, and the price is inviting these folks to finish the circle of life and do the thing, right? That's it.
Had to call her Karen.
It was 20 years ago. I'm sorry.
Well, Commander Azrael clearly does not know or does not feel as though he is dead, so it's going to be very hard, given what just happened, to convince them to pass on, debt or no debt. The only way I can think of out of this, unless Nathan's got a better idea, or even Tristan has a spark of genius, is to take on the burden ourselves, try to get them the information they're looking for on their loved ones. He did call us deputy dragon riders, so there is that.
I'm
Tristan-
happy to take on that work.
Sure.
I just, we have to find some way to convince them to let go and move on.
I mean, I could give it a spin.
Okay.
So
Unless
all we
I-
you
have
all want to fight some undead.
No, we don't want to fight
To
them.
the dragon
They're-
riders.
Okay. Fuck this. All right, let's try it. Did it once, did it do it twice. This is the second time I've had to work these NPCs because of someone's bullshit. But you know. All right,
me.
Commander
You're the drama.
Commander Azrael. Hey, how's it going?
Yes.
Yes, my friend. Oh boy. All right.
Yes. I don't know what he's talking about.
You know, sometimes what the war needs from a warrior is the hardest thing for them to do, which is to stand down. And I think we have talked to the gods, and in order for us to achieve victory against the Archmage, it is required of the Dragon Riders and yourself to stand down and to let go.
What are you trying to say? That the world doesn't need us anymore?
In this capacity, no. It needs more from you. What it needs exactly, the gods did not The gods did not share that. They did not divine that, but they
push you aside. You're
I
like
don't like
halfway through your
that.
work, and they push you aside, and they walk up to Tanner, and they're like, "Is this true? Do the gods no longer need us?"
We
Fuck, it's
look. You're always needed, but we need you to become the ancestors that you are. Your people, your tribes, your families need to know that their ancestor shrines mean something. And the only way to do that is if you finish this transition here.
They put a hand on your shoulder, and they say, "You're right. What's dead is gone. If you pass away, there is no reason why you should allow those who are left behind to suffer for you. It is something you will do well to remember." And they turn around, and then they have a big smile, big bony smile, and they go up to Nathan and like, "At once again, your words have reached me, and you are correct. The Dragon Riders are no more. We should take this moment to pass. Will the four of you look around and go, will the three of you do the honors of giving us our last rites?"
yeah, one of you guys can take that.
Yeah, I look at Miranda and then I realize everyone's looking at me like, oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, so if you all want to just take a seat in your bone thrones, and I'll I start like going through my pockets. I'm like, oh, I like find a piece of chalk. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. There's something for this. I'll think of it. Hold on. I'm like,
They're like, and I'm like, I was like, "Go on, everyone. Okay, you take your seats. It's fine. Get a seat. Get on down." And they're like, "Oh, almost forgot." And they look around to the three of you, and they go, "I should give this to someone." And they take out a horn made of like bone, and they go, "For when you need it, call the dragons, and they will come to your aid."
I can grab that. Just grab a horn. First off, check. Just want to make sure. Okay.
Oh, please, absolutely.
Everyone okay? All right. And then they go back and they take their seats, and they're like, "Oh, it'd be so good. I hope I see my children again. I wonder if they're waiting for me. Can't wait to hear what they have to tell me."
Before you move on,
Yes.
also buying time for Tanner to figure himself out again. She said, "Is there anything we could do if we find your families or your relatives in our travels? Something that would maybe bring you peace after you move on?"
Tell them to remember us. Tell them that we lived.
Hello.
Right, on with it. I have been delayed. That was called the afterlife for too long. I'd like to see it. Come on, let's go.
okay. So Tanner's got some like candles set up. There was a few here already, and he's like produced a couple from he's got all kinds of stuff going on in this long jacket. Sets up a little bit of a ritual and says, okay, I commend you, my draconic siblings, to Paolo, god of light and warmth, and entrust you to your everlasting. May you return to him who formed you, and may Holy Karen, the angels, and the saints come to meet you as you go forth with or without the receipts that bring you freedom and peace.
Please make me a wisdom roll with as a miracle, like you would for a miracle for Paolo, please, to send him
Okay.
on your last rites.
Oh shit, I didn't realize I was invoking a miracle. Yep, okay, that makes sense. Do I have any advantages?
No. Why would I do that?
That would be
Oh,
so
well, that
Yeah.
I'll just roll my d12 too. Oh. So I got an 11 on my d12 and a
Nice.
6 and a 5 and a 5.
Nice, nice, nice.
So I roll just like Noir does, basically, and roll 20.
Wow, my feelings.
But the other side of the dice.
All of them rise up in their feet and they start this like unanimous song of a dragon chant as they like start to sing. And as they do, you see light start to like crack through each of their bones and they start to rise up. And it's actually quite illuminating. The whole place glows this beautiful light. And as it glares on and blasts on out, they give you a big cheers. And you see them all salute each and every single one of you. And as the light runs through them, it like illuminates bright enough that all of you are struggling to see. Like it almost blinds you. And then when it's gone, you are once again back at the entrance of the crypt, back in your seats. And the wall that leads up to where they were is gone.
I think this whole like thing, watching that like beautiful spectacle brought Miranda a sense of joy. Okay, so she is feeling her sacred emotion again. I'm gonna
I'll give it to you.
joy marker up to 1
Nice.
because of that. So, and she does give them like a military salute, the way that you would send off other members of the military who have passed in the line of duty. So
We did that.
there's great value in respecting and honoring the dead. I mean, that's why we have a whole day about it.
Yeah.
You know, if we take this kind of stuff to heart, I think we're gonna have a hard time getting to the finish line.
Listen, Nathan, I need you to understand something. This is our
Yes.
reality now. For all intents and purposes, this is where we exist. I don't think that thinking of people as NPCs or character sheets is going to serve us the way that you think it does. And it's not the flex that you think it is. So
It's an
maybe
advantage.
maybe chill out and look at people as people for once in your life, Nathan. My God.
I do
What's
look at
this?
people like people, real people.
Guys, where's Tristan? I just want to double check. Tristan, where are you?
No. We've lost Tristan.
Yeah, I've been
again, haven't we?
quiet.
Okay, good. I have to double check you hadn't wandered off again. That's all.
I mean, well, no, it's a good check because I'll hold it for now. The eyes are a wandering everywhere but where the stairs had once been.
The stairs are still there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the other
everywhere but
passageway.
where the stairs are. Absolutely not.
I don't know about you, Nathan, but that felt pretty fucking real to me.
What I'm saying is, if we speed run through the emotional, like when we play the game, the things that we want to do, we don't do, and then when we're in here and we need to fight to go home, now all of a sudden everybody wants to win the Oscar. I just don't get it. Like, we don't need to pay attention to the cutscenes because they just keep us here longer, and I want to go home.
Do you think everyone's pretending to feel something?
The pain? No, that's real. Sure, I get that. But like, playing Hakuna Matata with Commander Azrael, somebody that we named when we were Lord knows how old. Like, come on.
I think we should probably head up the stairs.
Look, just for everyone to know, I'm supposed to be the tank in this party for looking at things the way Nathan is looking at it. I'm not doing so hot. I need to go get fixed somewhere. I don't know how we heal on this world, if we have to take a health potion or what. But if we get into another fight, whether it's because of Tristan wandering off or because of, whatever happening, I'm probably not going to last. Just so you know.
I can help a little bit right now. I know there's some limits to it, but I can feel it. There's a well that I can pull from.
Maybe if we all agree to like lay down and go to sleep, we force a long rest in this system, and then we wake up and everything's fine, and then we speed run the rest of it until Francis gets his little ending, and then we go home.
I don't want to sleep in here. Okay, can we just head out, please?
Oh, did you see a Marriott on the way in here?
We haven't even left the crypt. Also,
Yeah.
Francis really loves this world. He puts a lot of time and effort into writing this story. Don't talk about his creative work like that, okay?
Not enough thought to put an extra skeleton for all of us to get turns in attacking it.
I didn't say he was a genius. I said he was a creative. It was a creative work that he is very passionate
There were
about.
5 skeletons. I gave an extra one just for you, and apparently, I'm so sorry. Somewhere out there, first, like, I swear I gave 5 skeletons. It's not my fault Tristan's a bad bitch. Don't hate on me. Also, you killed one. What the fuck? It's fine.
I
One.
want 2 turns.
That's
yeah,
how many
but
I
other
killed.
people got 2.
Hey,
That's the thing. But Tristan will actually, for like probably the first-ish time since we were we're Jumanji'd on in the Grand Drops, we can't go that way.
Why
Wait,
not?
what?
We can't. We just can't.
But
Okay.
Tristan, we have to. There's light. The light's coming in. We gotta get out of here as quickly. That's the quickest way
It's
out.
the one thing we can't do.
why is it the one thing that we can't do? Is there a trap there? Are you worried about an enemy?
We're here to help Francis.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Tristan is gonna
God.
deliberately wander off. Like, make eye contact and start looking for other ways out.
Tristan! Wait!
Wait. Tristan, come on.
What if I go up the stairs first and see if it's safe? That help?
Yeah, hold on. Before you go, and I'm gonna do the healing scripture.
Just for ease of use, when we start next session, you will all be at full health. So I'm gonna assume you will heal them
okay.
all overnight.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
So I will reset that at the end again. But and I think knowing that she will start to go up those stairs, like take a look up and say, well, if I don't come back, hopefully I still exist in the real world, I guess.
Do you go up the stairs?
Yeah, she's gonna start going up the stairs.
All right. As you go up the stairs and you take that step forward, that is where we're going to end today's session. Next session, when we start, it will be a few days after. Where you went and what path you do, you can tell me when that comes in. But we are cutting the bit here. We're going to jump in time, and we're going to end the session at this point. So, with the end of the session, how's everyone feeling? Everybody all right?
I
I'm
love
doing
it.
great.
Great.
Fantastic.
I'm in my lane.
In
I'm
that case-
thriving and moisturized. It's fantastic over here.
In that case, I'm going to wrap this bad bitch up. So, let's get it done.
Oh my
I
God.
love playing the table aspect of it. That's my favorite part so far.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh,
All right,
Nathan's the
so-
worst.
Thank you, everyone, for watching that lovely episode. I'd like to thank our hardworking chat mods who've been doing our best to make sure that we don't have too much trouble in the chat for all the nonsense that we get into. But more importantly, thank you very much to our amazing patrons who help keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we are able to play games we enjoy without worrying too much about publishing companies or system popularity. Although we are playing one of the most popular systems, but don't worry about that. You can join the heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. Once again, we're going to go through everyone. We're going to go backwards because that's how we roll. Starting with Tanner.
Yeah, I'm Jason. I play Tanner here. We're both he, him. You can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitch at It's Probably Okay. And I'm on Instagram, Probably Okay Games with underscores between those words. And probablyokgames.com, home of the okayest games around, has a link to buy Demigods, the game I made, and is the reason why I really like mythology shit. So, yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Miranda.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell, and I've been playing Miranda here on the Die-RPG. I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table, and I'm also a player and a GM over at the Pocket Dragon Pub. We are currently participating in the Roll for Wishes campaign, where we raise funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Last night, we raised $180 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation with our Candela Obscura Halloween one-shot. Tonight, we will be raising funds with a Girl by Moonlight one-shot called Starlit Serenade. Feel free to check me out over there, and you can find me on most socials, either at the Pocket Dragon Pub or at Vixie Bell on most socials. So,
Tristan.
Hi, when I'm not Tristan, I'm Sam DeLev, role-playing performer, variety streamer, and science communicator. You can check out all the things I'm doing at delevely.com. That's DELEVELY.
And finally, Nathan.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Noir, play Nathan. Both he and I go by he, they. You can find me all over the internet as the thenoirenigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, the whole shebang bang. Also check out my website, noirful.com or thenoirenigma.com. It'll take you to the same place. Check out everything that we're doing in Noirful, which is our version of a MCU for the tabletop space. And also, if you would like to have me GM for you, my link to start playing games is on that website, as well as some merch. So check it out.
And I have been Lloyd. Join us next time when we play Return to Riley Episode 2. If you want to catch up on past episodes, please visit happyjacks.org/Return to Riley. And Riley, we will get that name right at some point.
I think we should have 5 different pronunciations.
Don't interrupt me. And if you want to find all your other APs, you can find them at the Happy Jacks Network at happyjacks.org. I've been Lloyd. This has been everyone else. Have a good night.
Why?
Bye.